I need it. I'm telling y'all, lock it in.
I need a sports podcast. I need it now.
Yo, what is good, everybody? I Need a Sports Podcast back in action. And we are here for the live watch of OKC Minnesota. Bro, I'm getting the tweet out. I look up. Why is it 8-0? What is going on? No?
Shh, don't talk about it. You know, it don't count.
So I see somebody in the group chat. They said
missing free throws to start. Like, what is going? Rudy in the post. God damn.
SGA been missing free throws, bro. I don't know what that's about, bro.
What they call? They call the offensive foul on Rudy? Oh, because he definitely just. I know I might be a little ahead of you.
Yeah, you'd be ahead of me. SGA 90% free throw shooter, bro. He's been missing free throws in the playoffs. I don't understand why.
What is this? Just the because obviously Game 7 is so emotional. This like the first couple minutes, like, okay, it's a whole new series. Let's get back.
I think this the fill out. I ain't gonna lie. I think this the fill out. I ain't even. I'm gonna wait till everybody get on before I even say how I feel about this series.
Rudy just got his second foul, but low key, I mean, shit, that bring in Nas Reed. I low key rather have Rudy in the game to attack, but
yeah, I'm hoping Mark realized if they play Nas Reed, then we cannot run the double big. That shit's not gonna work.
Yeah, but what's your nerve level, 1 to 10 for this series?
3.
3? You confident?
I'll mix. Yeah. yeah. Almost disrespectfully confident.
Oh man. What about what was that? Was that Sunday or Saturday? Saturday?
What, the game?
Sunday. It was Sunday. How were you? What was your rating going into Sunday?
When it was 21-12, it was at a 10. Before the game, I'll probably say like an 8. And then you see how the second and third quarter went. So
yeah. After that, it was wrapped.
Yeah.
Once y'all were able to stay close and weather that initial storm when it was, Nuggets came out jumping y'all, I was like, oh yeah, this finna be thunder all the way.
Because it was 21-12, then we ended that first quarter to like 25-21 or some shit.
And then I think it was the end of half. Y'all went on like a. Y'all, all I know is y'all hit the last 7 buckets.
It was J-Dub. He had like 13 straight points, some weird shit. Like, yeah, he went stupid. I was on my couch so happy, bro, because I had been defending him all night, bro. He came. He literally won us that game with that little burst he had before half, and then we came out. Yeah, he won us that game, and then obviously Caruso on Jokic.
Yeah, hey, Caruso, man.
Dude.
Was that the key the whole time? Just put a guard on Jokic?
I don't know. I don't know when or how Mark figured that out. If it was just luck, maybe it was just something that we just decided to do like last second, and Adelman just didn't prepare for that. Like, sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah, just how it be.
Because I know on NBA radio, they was like, why do you just won't have him post up? Well, first off, Russo wasn't even letting him get to his spot. First off, he wasn't letting him the whole time. But then there was like, why not just give him the ball and let him back down? Because as soon as Caruso put his body into him, they're gonna call the foul. That's just kind of how it goes.
Damn. Oh, come on, Shay. You bullshitting.
Yeah, boy, Nas Reed get out and run, man.
Hey, Kaysen clamping Anthony ass. Oh my god.
Hey, are they gonna finish you, bro? You ruining it for him. You ruining it.
But, hey, then he just glassed the fuck out.
No way. No way.
Nah, bro. This is when the games are on TNT and you got it on Max. I can't keep up.
Nah, I'm finna buy ESPN Plus right now. I don't think you can't watch the stuff on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, because I think
you gotta have some type of cable, which is crazy.
Look, you
It's
finna you finna be going to battle tonight though on your Twitter. They finna start them SGA free throw merchant tweets. He headed back to the line right now.
They can't do it no more because what we've done as a community, we've tweeted and begged that he'd have like 30 free throws a game. Like we've embraced it. Like we want him to do it. So like they can't get on our nerves about it because it's like, yeah, I'll happily take 40 Shea free throws. Absolutely. Like who wouldn't?
Y'all turned it into a positive. I don't know who got teched up, but somebody got teched up. It might be
word back.
Oh, it was Ant because he threw the ball at Shea.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, let's get this beef, man. SGA versus Ant. This is what we came to see.
Bro, there's no beef, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be beef. This for the face of the league.
There's no beef, bro.
I think all 5 of y'all points though is SGA free throws, if I'm not mistaken.
That's beautiful. I don't understand why Jalen Williams don't. I'm behind the play. Obviously, I seen Ant throw the ball, but I don't understand why Jalen Williams don't go and dunk on every fast break.
I don't know what
he layups and he misses it. I don't understand that at his big age, his big size.
Shit, I was about to say at his height, he like 6'7", 6'8".
His wingspan is stupid. Like he don't even got a jump for real. I don't understand why he does the layups, especially the reverse ones. I don't understand that.
I don't know. As a short person, it always pissed me off why tall people don't just dunk the ball.
Don't dunk. Yeah, like
I'm like, if with my house, I was like, if I was your height, I would just dunk it.
And I might even asking you to like slam it, like just secure 2-hand dunk because you know it's gonna go in. Like that's come on, bro.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna just let you keep watching. Y'all community get y'all's wish today.
Hey, okay, say less, boy. Say less. Say less, bro.
But nah, I'm with you. I don't know. I'm not saying y'all finna wax them, but I think y'all gonna wax them. I just don't. Yeah. I haven't liked Minnesota this whole playoff run. Like credit to them, they won both their series in 5. The LA one, obviously, and then Warriors. Steph goes out, but they just haven't looked good at all. The only thing that's been good about them consistently throughout the playoffs is Julius Randle. I'll give him that. Give him his props. But I think y'all got defense and size to contain all that. And as I say that, this dude hits a 3. Of course, my bad. I must have activated that. But yeah, I don't see him doing what he been doing in the first and second round.
Yeah, the best game I've seen out of Minnesota was that game 1 versus the Lakers. That's the best game they had the whole playoffs. To me personally.
No, it is because the whole Warriors series, even though they won 4-1, they did not have.
Yeah, it was messy, bro.
It wasn't any really good games besides maybe game 3 at home when they came out and just whooped them from start to finish. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's start rolling.
And even then, I think that one game I think it was game 4. It had like 40 or 30. My bad. He had like 30, but it wasn't an efficient 30. But I try to give grace in the playoffs when it comes to efficiency, just a little bit. But I'm just like, if that's the best you gonna give me.
Let me shut up about Julius Randle, bro.
Yeah, you need to stop talking about him, bro.
Julius Randle is amazing. He's a great player. He's a playoff, right?
I think they should put well, Alex Caruso will come in, so I'm not really too concerned, but I ain't gonna lie, like this is round 1 and 2 of a boxing match, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess so. What do you think y'all finish it in? Because like 5. So even if y'all drop this one, you think y'all just run off 4?
I think we could. Yeah, I think yeah. And the crazy part is because even with that Nugget series, I think I had us in 6 because I saw us winning 2. I think we could win 2 on the road, and that's what we did. I didn't think we were gonna drop 1 at home, so that's what pushed it to a 7. Yeah. But yeah, I think we could beat them on the road twice. So even if we were to go to 6, like. I think we can beat them on the road twice. Whether it's in 4, whether it's in 6, like we're gonna beat them on the road twice.
That's fair. I think y'all get them in 6 in this one. I give the Timberwolves 2 games. Denver said I called it though. I told her I was like, I feel like this one gonna go 7. Yeah, and I think OKC can win, but I was like, I just don't know because it's game 7. You never know.
You never know.
But no, they handle business, and honestly, I think like going forward, especially for this playoff run, I think that was the best thing that could have happened to y'all. Like if
Absolutely.
y'all would have waxed Denver, I would have been more worried headed into the series because, like, man, y'all still ain't been tested.
Yep.
But after that, versus I mean, they're not the defending champs, but obviously championship level basketball with the players on that team still. That's as good as you can get, and that's why I'm like Minnesota. They've been playing. They got to play a small ball Lakers who were injured and sorry on defense, and then an injured Warriors team.
Yeah, that Warriors team was supposed to give them a little. Yeah, even I feel like that Warriors series should have been the equal. This series gonna be crazy except for that first sequence.
Yeah, no, that's what. Hey, Twitter.
Hey, what's up, Max?
What's up, Max?
It's gonna be crazy. You can tell from that first sequence. I don't know, Max. I think we're gonna get a grip on it real quick. I'm not gonna cap. You got to think about it. Like, we've only had one day to prepare for this, so
I guess
you could only go through the motion so much.
Yeah, and I was reading that. I guess because I was wondering too. I didn't know this was even a thing, but like, why the hell y'all only got 1 day rest? Like, why not the Eastern Conference? And then, but apparently they switch it every year who plays first. So I guess it's kind of like the NFL. Like NFL switches on that championship Sunday. AFC will play in the afternoon slot, NFC night, and then just rotate.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even think of that for basketball.
Because the East finished first, right? They finished up their side first.
Yeah, so that's why I was like,
I thought they was gonna play yesterday.
You think so?
That was gonna be guarding this. You know, the crazy part is he's not even the best defender on Shea.
I was gonna say, you got to stick his cousin on.
Yeah, it's his cousin and that rookie that they got. Whatever that boy name is with the big forehead. I forgot his name. He got hurt. What's his name, bro? Max, what's his name, bro? You know who I'm talking about. He locked Shea up that game when y'all came back, or when they came. I don't know if you Minnesota.
I remember, but shoot, you think because I don't even think he get burned for real in the playoffs. I mean, maybe an adjustment.
Just because, but they say his offense is.
Yeah, like, you talking about Clark?
Clark, yeah. They were saying putting Nickel on him is a little better because at least Nickel can knock down the corner three, and he's not stifling the offense.
I gotta be crazy. Who you think? Who you think Granny rooting for between Shea and Nikhil? That gotta be a blessing, but funny and like nervous all in one. Like, dang, cousins that grew up 52 days apart. They're like brothers. That's grandma's man. I'm so sorry, grandma.
But one the MVP and get paid $50 million. So who you like more? I know you got a favorite.
But shoot, low key, I can see if Grady was like, well, I low key want the underdog because Shea got it.
Because they've been talking about you not as good as him, maybe. Yeah. I would rather Isaiah Hartenstein come off the bench. I'd rather put I think I'd rather start Kaysen. Not because Isaiah sucked, but just because it messes up our drive because he kind of sits in the short corner and in the paint a little bit.
And crashing the fuck out the offensive glass.
And he's not very effective if he's not playmaking.
Let's see. Come on, J-Dub, do something with it. What? But I've been kind of just thrown off. I don't know what it is, but maybe it is part of the SGA free throw merchant BS. But also too, just from the national media and like some of these podcasters, media personalities, whatever you want to call them. A lot of people don't like the Thunder, and I'm like, what is not to like about the Thunder? I don't get it. It's a small market team. They built the right way through the draft. Like, what you hate about them? They're like, oh, they're corny because they be at the post game pressers together. What?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Rudy definitely gonna be in foul trouble. SGA,
because we gonna grift. We gonna grift every time. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the odds, and then I saw that argument that you sent, and then I think I heard somebody else talking about it on the NBA radio earlier too. But it's kind of like that with all the teams except Minnesota. Like even with Indiana, New York, like nobody has legitimate arguments about those three teams. It's just they're trying to find something to pick because there's nothing to talk about. all you can do is talk positive about them, which I guess isn't entertaining. Whereas with
like
the
Katie
Minnesota
said, basketball fans don't like basketball.
They don't like basketball, bro. And I get Nick Wright point. Like, preferably, I do prefer to watch ant style basketball. Like that shit tough, bro.
But that's why also pissing me off because it's like, bro, like I get what people mean by this because Teague said the same thing on his podcast earlier, and he was basically saying like, who SGA, like who would you rather have, SGA or Ant? And he's like, man, I'm not saying I don't like SGA game, but I just like the way Ant played better. And it's like, bruh, all these people who talk about what just happened. Oh, they just replaying. But all these people that talk about how much they fuck with Kobe, SGA low key the closest thing we've seen to Kobe. He played damn near exactly like him. And it's like, oh, y'all got all this love for Kobe. Well, where's for Shea? Because I mean, that's exactly what his game is: mid-range efficiency, out the post, elite footwork. What are we talking about here? And he's more efficient too.
You're doing a lot.
I guess that makes too much sense for NBA fans.
You're doing a lot. The sad part about it is, like, if you bring that up for whatever reason, people's rebuttal is he's not better than Kobe. And like, yes, he's not. Like, right? Kobe got 5 rings, bro. Like, we're not talking about legacy. We're talking about if you put Shea in that position where Kobe was at. I'm not saying he gonna get 5 rings, but the stats gonna look better. That's all they saying. That's all they saying.
Type, and I'm like, and Max just said I'm a Detroit fan, but I think people just hate y'all because y'all good. But it's like, at least
that's y'all how it is, though.
But yes, let us win something because that's when they start hating you. Like people ain't hate
we ain't won nothing. That's what people be saying. So I don't know what it is to hate.
People ain't hate the Chiefs until after we won. When we was still on the rise before we got the chip, everybody loved us. But this is crazy. Like it's like now that I guess because all the name brand stars that we used to seeing in this spot are out there playoff, they just gotta find something. I was like, man, everybody
hated LeBron in the Heatles, bro. They did. They loved LeBron when he was in Cleveland. They thought he was so cool, MVP, he'll be great. He went to Cleveland, now it's hate. So I mean, what can you do? All you can do is just win. It ain't gonna shut him up if you win, so you may as well just do it anyway.
Oh shit, they putting him in. We just talked about Clark.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense because he can go out there and he can defend him and he can get some fouls too. He can get some bumps on him.
Okay, Finch, I see you. Trying to pull out all the stops. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just like, damn. SGA literally came in the league, wasn't, not saying he wasn't good, but obviously he had to work his way up, got traded from the Clippers. Then OKC obviously wasn't what they were today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, they done built through the draft. They got a superstar player who hopefully before game 2 will finally get his MVP trophy. Hurry the fuck up, NBA. Like, what is the holdup? But it's just like, dog, because I think I seen a stat that said Shea has a chance, like he's gonna win MVP. If he wins the championship, he will be only like the 7th, just guard, not player, but the 7th guard in NBA history to win a MVP, regular season, and the finals in the same year. And the only person who would have averaged more points doing that in the same year would be MJ. Bro. And that's the year they won the 72 games. Because the team also has the second most wins with the 68. So it's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, this is everything we've been asking for. Homegrown team, winning basketball.
Like, you don't. If it's not for your team, you don't like it, bro. Respectfully, I get it. I'm not even mad at it, bro.
Maybe because
I'll be the same way.
Kansas, Oklahoma. I got the Oklahoma Jason. I'm rooting.
I don't know, bro. I told Cam sent me a tweet earlier. I forgot what it was, but I just told him I'll just wait a decade before I say anything because there's no point trying to argue with nobody. Like, we literally, for one, he only been doing this for. I mean, ain't no only, but he been doing this for 2 years, right? So it's not really a legacy. He's really just he's at a peak right now, right? How sustainable is that peak? And then, like, if that peak stays sustainable for at least the next 5-6 years, then it's like, okay, Now we got to look back at it. You got to appreciate it in the past. You're not even living in it right now. You're going to regret it. I think everyone wins the series wins the chip, which I think so too. But I think if
I think so too. I've been saying
you could say the same thing I'm gonna say.
Oh, Indiana's scary, bro.
Yeah. If Indiana get there, it's gonna be scary. If Indiana get there, if Minnesota, Indiana get there, Indiana's winning, bro.
Like
There's no doubt about it.
Like I see they're literally the most efficient offense in NBA playoff history through the first 2 rounds. It's like, oh yeah, they'll come down a little bit, but it's like, yeah, but they still elite offense. And when they running, they're running. And that's another
thing about it
team.
Is,
it's a team. But no,
Well, no, I was going to say they've had one of the most efficient offenses for a couple years now. Yeah. Their issue has been their defense, and their defense has stepped up. So the offense is not going to stop. Clearly, their offense travels. But I guess you wait for. I guess you bet on them to cool down, because it's not like they. But they're just not missing shots. Like they're not, even if you're contesting it, like they're not missing them. It's going.
And while I get obviously props to New York, they just took out the defending champs Boston, and they did it. Coming back from 20 3 times or 15 plus 3 times technically. But it's like I'm still not necessarily sold on New York because the fact they even had to do all that. Yeah. We came into that series saying oh, we know Boston gonna have that one awful shooting game. Mm-hmm. And then it turned out, oh no, they just really went in the slump and had 3 awful shooting games. I don't think the Pacers are having 3 awful shooting games, and they're gonna be able to run the whole time and just be, do what they do.
Yeah, because even with us, I'm like, we thrive when we for example, with this series, I think Minnesota they're gonna probably do better in the half court sets than they would on the fast breaks just because we run too. But our game plan most of the time is to go fast pace and cause other teams to make mistakes. Indiana, that's how they run their offense regardless. They want to go fast pace. They're not going to make mistakes because they don't. All you can really do against Indiana is actually try to slow the game down. And you better not miss and have bad misses because they're running on the transition and they are converting that into buckets.
Yeah. Hallie point guard, make sure over there you do what he do.
All you can hope on is that they cool down because they are hot right now.
Yeah. But I like it. I like the final 4 we got left. Obviously, someone's about to get their first championship.
Mm-hmm.
Cement their status in NBA history. Right. And this is what we've been asking and begging for the last 3 years. Can someone finally just, can they just usher out the older era? But I seen Nick Wright bring up an interesting point. Oh, look, I'm gonna bring Swan on too for this. Swan, our guy Swan just joined in. How you doing, Swan? What's good? But I was about to pose this question. Nick Wright asked, did the LeBron, Steph, and KD era last so long that we also just went through the Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid prime era where it's you can just put guys around them and those guys can go win a chip? To where now those guys need you gotta have a star with them to actually win.
Yeah.
Now that's a good point. And it's dang, we might have really just did that because Bron obviously 20 plus years, Steph, I think 15, KD 17 or 18 years. Damn.
Yeah, I think Curry's
they prime really lasted that long.
Yeah, because Curry came in the same year as Harden. Yeah, they both 16 years.
Damn.
We got our boy Ron on.
Yeah. Bro.
Congrats on a massive.
Congrats on congrats on that cap, boy. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Proud of you.
Young black.
Bro, that's a crazy point that you just brought.
Not for real.
Bro, when he said I was like, damn, he kind of right. And it's shit. Because these dudes are in their 30s now, and it's not obviously sports medicine is different and everything, but it's bruh, you really think about it, they probably Jokic and Giannis have said themselves they don't want to play till they damn near 40.
Yeah.
See, Jokic after this year, I feel Jokic, if another 2-3 years go by, I feel Jokic has to really just hang him up and go drink beers and be with his horses. He seems so
Giannis already said he want to be with his kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Grow up. So I think Giannis got to.
So I mean, yeah, like they air kind of already passed up. And as for Embiid, like Embiid, he just got too many injuries. His prime is over with. So yeah, that.
Damn. So how good were they really? Oh, or are we comparing like
you comparing
like a triple certified? Yeah,
you comparing greats to legends. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like
fair enough. Like if those three guys weren't there, they would have ran that.
Yeah.
That time.
It's like low key comparing Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers type to Matthew Stafford. Because Matthew Stafford was in the league with them, and he was a good quarterback, but obviously he was stuck in Detroit, could never really win. Brady won the Super Bowls. Rodgers got the MVPs. They always thought of as the two best quarterbacks at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Stafford got him one finally a couple years ago, but it's like,
but all that time before,
every year they go by, now we're like, damn, Stafford might need to retire. And it's like, I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback in his own respect, but he's not finna go down as a legend like those that were a part of his, class for real. So,
I'm behind, but that Isaiah Joe Moonball just went in. It's been a minute because he didn't really play all last series. So
Jason Wallace, that's some generational defense, bro.
Oh, you like that, don't you?
Bro, I've been saying,
bro, what's the name? What we naming Caruso and Kaysen? What we naming the duo?
Appreciate you, Max. Max dropped us a follow. He real.
For sure. Appreciate you. Look, sub to the YouTube channel too. I know you live on Twitter with us.
He said he from the UK, and none of his friends came up to watch this shit. It's 6 hours ahead over there, so it's about 1 o'clock.
Shit, he dedicated for real.
I don't know what to call him, bro.
2 o'clock. You say what now?
He said what to call Casey Wallace and ask Caruso.
Wait, what?
What's the call?
What's they duo name? Like
Casey it's cookies and cream. Oh, I swear to Jesus. Yeah, I swear to Jesus. That's what it is. That's really what it is.
That's hard.
Yeah, I know it is. But they be stealing the shit out the ball, and one of them white. So
stealing cookies. One. Hey, that's hard.
Who came up with it? Like, I know it was one dude that said, no, I know the fan base, but do you know who dropped it in the group chat first? Or kind of just picked up?
I don't know. I'm gonna give props to Thunder Chets just because he got one of the biggest followings, and I feel like that's the first time I saw it, but I don't know where he got it from.
That's fair. But first quarter just wrapped up. Scored 23-20 Minnesota. Low scoring first quarter, which kind of expect OKC a little gas from Game 7, obviously. Then Timberwolves been off like a whole week. But yeah, that third quarter, if y'all keep it close, then take off.
You got to understand that, and that's what people was talking about. It was like, man, OKC didn't get a break. Bro, we swept first round. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and y'all young.
This is regular season scheduling at this point, and now we in a rhythm because we kind of struggled. We struggled them first few games of the second round, and Shea struggled them last few games of the first round. Now we in a rhythm. We know we on high too. The adrenaline is pumping. Minnesota, they didn't have time to rest both series. Like, they chilling. They probably think they like
that's
that.
One thing we said, bro. Too much rest can be bad.
Hey,
it was bad for us. I think that's why we lost that first game.
I don't know if y'all can turn what y'all watching on, but 9 seconds left. Atlanta Dream, Indiana Fever tied.
What channel?
Or Dream. They just took the lead. It's NBA TV.
Yeah, I got it on right now.
It's 91-90. Sheesh,
bro.
Clark got 27, 11, and 5.
Hey, Howard, she's so nice, bro.
Oh, Ron, yeah, she like that. She really should have been like that. I think she too humble.
I think it's that, and then they also had some coaching issues, bro. Like her and Alicia Gray should have been took off, but had coaching issues.
Bro, Alicia like that.
She's cold.
Caitlin Clark game winner. She after this the first game with everything going on right now, she hit a game winner. Oh my god!
Bro, they gonna build a statue of her. They gonna build a statue of her, bro.
Dave Portnoy gonna get a tattoo of her.
Hey, so I'm going to Chicago next
Ain't that him right there?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Isn't he behind that Corona Extra booth?
Hey, Bryce.
Probably is.
So I'm going to Chicago next month with my folks. We're going to the Phoenix Mercury and Chicago Sky game.
Oh, they gave it to Boston? Oh my god. Oh no, that's what? Why? Why?
Dang, I'm behind. Am I behind? Oh,
it wasn't Boston. It was why though?
I forgot the WNBA got that reset timeout.
Yeah, but what?
That was a bad. That's so bad. That's a horrible position.
I'm gonna react in 10 seconds. Hold on.
I'm dead.
That's
man. After the first miss, you get the offense. I'm finding Clark, bro.
That's a bad way to lose, bro.
Natasha
Howard.
I'm not gonna count, bro. That's crazy, bro.
And you know what? You know that one portion of her fans. I'm not finna say it's the whole fan, but y'all know that portion of her.
Yeah.
They finna be tearing Natasha Howard a new one on Twitter.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. This Dream Squad, they put some right pieces around. Griner, Lisa Gray, Howard.
I just hope they do something with it. Otherwise, they're gonna be just like they men's team, purgatory, like just mid.
I just gotta see how that coach is. I think they changed coaches from last year. But they're gonna be mad underrated. Like if they get to playoffs, obviously they're gonna be one team sleep on. And then they added Jones too from Connecticut. I forgot to add her as well. Her and Griner, the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I was saying, Bryce, I'm going to Chicago next month. So I'm going to the Chicago Sky game.
Sure, let me know, cause man,
my mom, she a huge Andrew Reese fan, so she had bought tickets.
I want to go to some WNBA games too. Me and Caitlin was trying to look at the tickets for Wings versus Fever. You know them shits through the roof. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. I already said one day when I go back home to Dallas, I'm gonna visit a game. But the Chicago Sky game, I gotta go to that, bro.
Also, just because we live and I just want to put it out there in the internet. Even though I've done it before,
it's not going 7 max.
For whoever listening can change it, bro. Or tell me, when you buying tickets nowadays, what the fuck is an online fee, and how do they decide what the online fee is? Well, if it was a flat rate fee, okay, but why is it always changing and it's always increasing from what I can tell? So what the fuck makes up an online fee, dog? Why do my tickets say, oh, your ticket $250, and when I go to checkout, my total be like $500? What is going on? So, why the average fan cannot watch games no more for real? What are we doing, people?
So if you were selling tickets, what would your online fee be? Like, how would you decide it? Exactly. Exactly.
That's what
it's whatever the hell you want it to be.
Exactly. Me being a good sports fan, I'd sell it to y'all for a flat fee. It's not like they're not making money. I 35 flat fee, online fee, boom. Because
what they need to do is they need to
go back to selling shit at the box office.
And
a limited amount.
A limited amount.
I'll go stand in line.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Like, imagine you went to the box office, stood in line, and they was like, yo, because you stood in line at the box office, we're going to tack on $175 box office fee.
Box office fee.
Like, what? What you mean? Like, it's like an online fee, like as if you're not doing all the work. You got to go find the ticket, the section, everything.
You sweating.
Put in the information. You doing all that. But yes, sir, Max. But we go live every Tuesday night, 7 or 8 p.m. Central America time. I don't know what that is for you.
It's the time it is now.
Yeah, the time it is now.
It's an hour ago for you.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah. But as the NBA comes to a close too, and the WNBA starts really picking up, we'll also be dropping reaction videos on the channel and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting back to that because WNBA hoops is back in action for real now. So a lot of narratives, a lot of stuff being talked about. And y'all already know what we got to discuss because it's making all the headlines. And I thought, maybe we could, make it one game, into the season before we got to this toxic bullshit. But no, we couldn't even start off the season on a good foot. Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark saga continues. What's the deal, man? What's going on? How y'all feel about the foul, the narratives? Can the WNBA ever be great for real? Because
it's annoying, bro. I imagine this is how I imagine this. This is not saying that there are these players. Like, so I want for everybody watching. I'm not saying that Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese are these players, but the way the WNBA is acting, bro, they're acting like how the people back in the days act with Magic and Larry, bro.
Bro, I don't mean they used to act like that though. It was still hoops. It was still. At the same time, we don't.
I feel like they probably did, but
they probably did, but they didn't have social media, bro.
You was at.
I'll say this: they probably did, but it was normalized.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like it was an extreme.
I feel like
it wasn't spread around as wide as social media
as well. Because that social media is literally making it worse.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying,
you got people mad at Braun.
Right.
Him talking about, oh yeah, you this and that now.
And that's my point though. Like the sensitivity of the issue is exacerbated because of the time that we live in now. Back then, like if you was white and you was a fan of Larry Bird, like okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, why are you white? You only a fan of Caitlin Clark? Like that's the problem.
You only hate Caitlin Clark because you black.
That's the problem. See, at least back then we could all just be openly racist about it. And it's not a problem.
But I just from and the problem, like you said earlier in the group chat, is the real problem is it's the portion of fan. There's a solid portion of each fan base, Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese, that have never watched basketball a day in their lives, let alone women's basketball. Because I'm not saying it as a bad thing, but that's an entirely different game from men's basketball.
Yeah, entirely.
And then they started watching it now. And now, because, the cesspool that social media has become, especially Twitter, everybody's like, oh, it's free speech. We can say what we want. Yeah, you can say what you want. But that don't mean that 95% of the shit that come out your mouth isn't stupid as fuck. Like, that just is what it is. Like, you can have free speech and be stupid. And now it's just like, you people don't have no real knowledge on the game of basketball, but you got all these opinions that are heavily biased for whoever you're in favor for. And it's just like, for one, to my black people out there, and this is just a small portion I'm referencing because it's not all of us, but if this is you, I need you to look in the mirror and repeat after me. Caitlin Clark is a better basketball player than Angel Reese, and that's okay. It's okay, y'all. You can be the biggest Angel Reese fan in the world, and you can just be okay with the fact Caitlin Clark is better than her, y'all. And they play two different positions. Caitlin Clark literally probably about to break the all-time triple-double record in the WNBA in year 2. Angel Reese, cool. She grabbed her rebound. She breaking records with that. That is great. That's all fine and dandy.
This man Randall.
But it's not to the extent what Caitlin Clark is doing, and that's okay. Yeah, I already activated Julius Randle. I started talking about him, and then he started hooping in the first quarter.
I promise you, if that's the guy that's got to beat us, that shit not gonna work. It's gotta be.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but he really been hooping this playoffs, bro. It's crazy.
Yes.
I thought he was burnt out by second round.
You know, he got some good Mickey Mouse series for sure.
He been hooping. He been trying to show up for that trade, make up for the trade.
Yeah. But on the flip side of that, for the people that need to accept that, Caitlin Clark is a better player than Angel Reese, which is all fine and dandy. On Caitlin's side, bro, y'all need to accept that, yes, Caitlin Clark has the biggest influence. She's not the only influence. She's the only influence for you. The only influence for you watching the WNBA. But there's plenty of other fans that are watching it for various other reasons. Right. And a good majority of those reasons or Angel Reese. Her jersey is sold out too. Chicago loves Angel Reese. It is what it is. And also, too, okay. except that, yes, they dislike each other. Who gives a fuck? That
Do
makes
they
better
though?
hoops.
Do they really though?
On the basketball court.
On the basketball court, absolutely.
But that's what we want, is it
that's
not?
That's what we want, yeah.
Like, they like people, and this is what I'm saying, the people that, never watch, they don't even know, I'm sure 80% of them, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have literally been battling since high school.
Yeah.
AAU circuits, they was battling. Angel Reese went to Maryland. They were in the Big Ten with Iowa. They were battling. Then she went to LSU. The stuff happened in the championship, the final or the Elite Eight the next year. WNBA now, they've always been competitors. In between the lines, these are the same people who would talk about they hate the NBA because it's too fucking friendly. Okay, well, it's the same shit. Bro. Like, these are competitors.
That's literally what I said.
These are competitors. So they're like, Angel Reese overreacted to the fact. Bro, we see this like every other NBA game. You get fouled too hard by someone you don't necessarily like.
To box, bro.
You ready to box.
Yeah, bro. That just is what it is.
Rudy Gobert was trying to help his teammate, and Draymond chokeslammed him because he hated him. Like, and we got hype about that. We was like, oh, this live. When Angel Reese and Caitlin do it, now it's a problem. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? This is hoops at the end of the day. They get paid. I'm not saying they don't get paid much, but they get paid at the end of the day. Why you expect people to be all buddy on the court, especially with everything given their context, their history on the court? Yeah,
they don't gotta be buddy off the court either, bro. They y'all not friends with everybody at work.
Exactly.
That don't mean you hate everybody at work. You just not friends with them, bro. Yeah. Y'all just coworkers. That's okay.
It's certain coworkers that can come up to your desk while you working.
How you doing?
And you'll be like, hey, how are you? How was your weekend? And there's other coworkers like, I'm busy. Like, I can't. Like, come on now, y'all know this shit. That's okay. It's literally okay.
I talked to one of my coworkers about that the other day because another one was like joking, like, Chris, you and so not friends? And the guy responded, he was like, I mean, I would say Chris is a good coworker. Like, I think he's a nice guy. And I was like, I appreciate that. Like, if I saw you like in Walmart just randomly and we happen to run into each other, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Cool, go about our day. That's it. And that's okay. That's what it should be. It should be nothing more, nothing less.
Facts. It's like, man, just let both these women just hoop, do their thing. Caitlin Clark is good. She's literally the Steph Curry for the WNBA. I can't even. What's it say?
They say Ant went to the locker room about his ankle again. He ain't came back.
Who?
Well, he on the screen right now.
Is he? Oh,
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
Oh.
That ankle been bothering him, man.
Yeah.
That should be no joke.
I hope.
It's probably something. I feel like it's something else.
And you know who did it.
He running gimpy too.
You know who did it.
Yeah, he hopping right now.
It was LeBron, bro. It was LeBron that did it. That's messed up, bro. He don't want to. He's so selfish, bro. He don't want to give it up, bro. Give up the crown, bro.
But also too with LeBron's comments, like, okay, back to the black community, y'all. Can we be for real? We attacking LeBron for saluting CC?
No. Not even LeBron. Did you see the tweets of them attacking her teammates?
Oh, because I saw
they said all the black people in Indiana Fever should be ashamed. What?
Yeah, they said Natasha Howard for joining them. No, they'll get on DeWanna Bonner real bad. They'll get on her real bad.
Keep in mind too, because they were just responding to whatever potential racist stuff came out, like that was said in the crowd or something. Whole time, something fabricated from Twitter. No, the Chicago players and coach even said we weren't aware of anything. Like,
it don't even sound like nothing. It don't sound like anything.
And it's like
I was playing that video over and over again. Like, am I missing it, or is that what they talking about?
And people grasping for straws. They didn't hear shit, and the more they complain and cry about it, you fueling that one side of CC fans to just go right back out. You just pouring gasoline on an already lit flame. It's like, dog.
Some people already be fueled, bro. Some people
off the hatred, purely.
Bro, not even off the hatred. Like they take a real joy in just being the problem on social media. Like I've witnessed this.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, that's just something Angel. Like, I'm not saying she deserves the racist stuff, obviously, but that is something for the rest of her career she is going to have to learn to deal with when she plays in Indiana. They are going to find genuine joy in your downfall and booing every bad thing you do. The same way the whole year LeBron, when he first went to Miami, every single crowd booed. Just genuine hate for different reasons, but just genuine hate. And that's what it's going to be. And people need to accept that. Why would you want the opposing fan base to be Jesus, Julius Randle? Oh my God. This Julius Randle.
He's gonna cool off, bro. This is not
and
we've been saying that for the past time.
No. You got bro. Bryce already prefaced the show with it. Like the first 2 rounds. Nah. We had one day to prep for this. I still don't think we're gonna lose this game. But I think that the grip we'll have in game 2 after having some film and actually having the chance to go through the motions, it's going to get really disgusting.
Yeah. But it's like on this one, Wiggins ain't even contested. Like, I'm not saying he the best shooter in the world, but clearly he been in the rhythm.
I think Wiggins probably going to get less play time. I think we're going
the tunnel. What the fuck going on?
We're going to switch to more Isaiah Joe minutes. I think more Jay Will minutes. Jay Will is in the light-skinned one.
But like I was saying, man, like black people, y'all gotta be for real. And keep in mind too, on LeBron comments, y'all realize, that CC is a Nike athlete. LeBron, the dude that has a lifetime contract with Nike for $1 billion. He's gonna promote and rep the Nike athletes. It's good for the brand.
They don't know that, Bryce.
Like,
they don't know that. They don't know that.
Like, be for real. We talking about the one man who's been a face for the whole black community, and for the better part of his whole career, ain't had anything negative off the court.
Not my black community. Not my black community.
like, what are we doing, people? Over some beef. And it's like, man,
this man not
be a fan of her. You don't have to tear down everybody, to try to defend her. Like, you can accept that Caitlin Clark she gonna be the face of the league, bro. It is what it is. Not saying she'll go down as the best ever. Not saying she'll, win hella championships, but as far as the skill, growing the game, the culture, all that. It's going to be little girls that hoop like Caitlin Clark in another 10 years, all of them. Just like the same way now you go to any AAU circuit and you see all these kids launching threes on fast breaks because, they see Steph Curry do it. Yeah. And look, there we go. Now we got the full squad on. Kale.
Hey, Pastor.
Hello.
What's good, my guy? But we talking about the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark stuff now, Cam.
Well, we finna wrap it up, Cam. We finna wrap it up.
No. We about to open it.
I need to grab some tissue.
You see what I sent you, Cam?
No.
Take a phone.
I gotta grab this little fan battery too. It's hot than a bitch in here.
MLB GOAT.
Oh, you hit this shit. Wow. I should tell that, bro.
Did you follow it?
No, bro.
Bro, I be feeding the community, bro.
Bro, I stopped, bro.
I be feeding the community, man.
I don't gamble no more, bro.
I be feeding the community.
These girls ain't get 21 rebounds.
Oh man.
Who ain't get 21 rebounds?
I needed Tina and Asia to get 21.
Bro, I needed Asia rebounds too, and she sold because they blew out.
Bro, baseball where it's at, bro. I'm almost at 300 today.
Stop, bro. You ain't lace us up on the plays today because we not subscribed to the premium, bro. We can't get
bro. They moved to that thing. I was like, that's crazy, bro. You gotta pay to see my stuff now. That's crazy.
Insane.
Cause somebody was like, where that Swan dude at? And I was like, bro, that's my last name. I'm not just a like, I'm not an actual bird. It's my actual last name, bro.
They summoning him whole time. You feeding Carlos of Swan. Where is the play,
bro?
We're waiting.
I kid you not. I had woke up like to get ready for work, and somebody texted me on the side, telling me, "Hey, bro, where's stuff at?" I said, "Bro, it's like 4 a.m, dog. I gotta get ready for work." Said, all right. He said, "I'm gonna let you make it." He said, "But I need him about 5."
About 5, crazy. He giving you the time.
Bro, I'm on the road by 5, bro. It's taking me at least 30 minutes to get to work.
But
they wake up fiending, bro.
What's your opinion on the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark stuff, Kim? I'll give you a little rundown of the week. So we kept it strictly hoop, but I said, you know, there's just 2 portions of each side of the fandom that, you know, the ones that don't watch basketball and using race to conflate everything. I was like, you know, black people, y'all gotta accept. Caitlin Clark is, and you can't, you know, say it 100% fact, but most likely will always be a better player than Angel Reese, which is okay. And the other side is like, yes, y'all watch the WNBA solely for Caitlin Clark. That's all fine and dandy. The whole fan base of the WNBA does not just solely watch for Caitlin Clark, and a good portion watch for Angel Reese as well, and so many of the other up-and-coming stars. Let them 2 coexist, and it's like, man, they can dislike each other. They've been competitors since high school. Like, that actually makes good basketball. Is it because in the NBA it's soft if people are friends? In the NBA, how many times a week will you watch an NBA game and that same instance happen in the NBA game where some dude you might not necessarily like for real on the court foul you a little too hard and you get up with a vengeance because you're ready to not necessarily box, but you want to let them know something. Like,
bro, it's like that's my whole frustration with this, because it's like this is not even about like. It's not even about like the other outside shit that people are trying to make it out to be. Let's keep it open, bro. We see this every game. We see this in NBA. Not even like just NBA. You can see it in college basketball. You see it in high school basketball, bro. This how I know like these people don't watch basketball, bro. Like that's a normal. If you want to call it a flagrant, okay, it's cool. It's a normal flagrant play, or normal foul that the other person just got up and you know what's good, like what's up, like she ain't appreciate that foul, bro. We see this every single time in the NBA, bro. Like we see this every single time. Like it was just a regular foul that is blown out of proportion, whatever. I mean, you might see it right now in this game. Like it was a normal play on the ball, a normal like foul, a normal hard foul. Like,
bitch, that was no play on the ball. That was no play on the ball. It's okay, but it was a normal basketball play. It just
that's what I'm saying.
Ball. Yeah. Well, she didn't go for the ball.
She played a play on the ball one hand and shoved it. It was slick. I give it to her.
But we know as hoopers that the intent wasn't to knock the ball out. It was to be
it was a foul.
It was whatever though. Like it was a normal foul that we literally always see in the NBA. Like, why is this going out?
The only issue I have with Caitlin Clark in doing so isn't even the foul.
It's hiding her hand.
Yeah, like stand on it. Like
stand on that. I agree.
Honestly, like as a hoops fan and liking the hostility between the two, that's the point. I want them to get face to face. Now with the women's, maybe it goes way even more left than with the men, because some of them might really swing or something. But I would like that face to face in each other's face talking shit interaction.
I feel like Kayla walked away. I feel like she did stand. She stared.
She looked at her, but
okay. Hold on.
As soon as Reese got up,
because she clearly like she did it and then she walked away like she was not trying to be a part of it.
That's like saying if Draymond pushed Rudy down and Rudy got up, Draymond not walking away. Draymond.
Like
that's all I'm saying. I want to see that.
Caitlin is not ignorant like Draymond is. Like you gotta compare that. Like you gotta compare her to like fucking like Shay like Shay would like probably like stare a nigga down and then walk off. Like
Shay would never do that. That's the thing.
No dude in the NBA walking away because that's
nobody's walking.
Maybe
away.
that's just the man.
LeBron walked away plenty of times.
LeBron don't walk away. He just stand there unfazed.
When Buddy from the Pistons was trying to like come at it, LeBron was literally walking away. LeBron has walked away before.
But I mean,
you talking about Isaiah Stewart?
Yes,
bro. Wait a minute. That's not a good example. I'm not gonna cap.
No, but what I'm saying is like we've seen before, like people like guys in the NBA walk away from like shit like that. Like
I get what you're saying. I think that's fine. I'm not saying that hasn't happened. I just don't think it's fair to look at that altercation and think that Caitlyn didn't walk away. Because it's obvious that she did. Her teammates fought it for her. Because it's another player that's like that, Bryce. And he a male. He on the men's side, and I can't remember who it is, but he always is it. It's not Devin Booker, bro. It's somebody that be doing that, bro. And I can't remember who it is in the NBA.
You're not talking about Grayson Allen, are you?
I don't know, bro. It's somebody else that always do that. Like he always throw the rocks and then hide his hand. I would have appreciated that. Like even though it happened, like I would have had way more respect for Caitlyn if she was like what? Like you pushed my teammate, so I pushed you back instead of like I'm just doing it all at the.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I would have respected.
Who cares? But who gives a fuck?
No.
That's what you're confusing. We don't give a fuck. Still, we're just saying I would have respected.
Yeah, I would have had. Yeah, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's the type of basketball beef I want. That's the type of basketball beef I want.
And another thing that's been bothering me, like with this whole situation, is, bro, we're literally seeing like where was everybody when fucking Kiki had literally threw was it she threw Lexi. She either threw Sophie or she threw the Lexi girl. I think it was like during like preseason, like she was like
Kiki.
Yeah,
she threw Sophie down. Yeah, she threw Sophie down.
It was no uproar about that. I'm like, bro, like
no, it wasn't because everybody was like, yeah, we like that,
Yeah, and that's that portion of us that need to relax because they don't watch basketball for real. They're in this for the wrong reasons.
But to my point, still though, with the respect thing. Hey, Kiki stood on business.
Yeah, she did.
She stood on business.
She did. Like, I'm into this shit. If Caitlin Clark would have stood on business, I would have been like, okay, girl. That's what it is. Yeah. I ain't scared of Angel, but because you know, it's not in the same sense of like throwing a rock high end, but you know, Caitlin be talking that shit out there. We've heard girls.
She talk shit.
So if she would do that, I wanted to talk shit to Angel Face. Like that was an opportunity to get one of them, like when LeBron at blocked Steph shit in that one finals game and then like looked at him and was like, like the fuck, don't try that shit with me. That's one of them. I want to see one of them.
Why ain't trying to
yeah. Hey, I was gonna low key bring it up, but I didn't want to interrupt him. Why is I think Shay like 2 for 12?
Yeah, Shay not. Yeah, he.
And I know, and he's at the free throw line again as we're saying that.
Nah, Zach, the Sigma, he just pointed it out, and I kind of noticed it too earlier. Like we're not running an offense. Like we're literally not running anything. Like there's no motion.
Damn, look what's in.
There's no motion.
Y'all see that?
Bryce, no, we ain't seen it. Goddamn.
And trying to get Dort life.
We're not running the offense. We literally just running ISO ball. So I'm interested to see what the second half conversation goes.
See, that's the shit I want to see. Ant tried to take off on Dort, and then he let him know about it afterwards. Caitlyn gonna do that. I needed to let Angel Reese know about it afterwards too, not just the stare down. I needed to let him know about it.
I'm a bad man.
You getting like, yeah.
I'm a bad man.
This man celebrating the winnings he not sending us, bro. Send it, bro.
Hey,
what you scared for? Kim not gonna ruin the play. No.
All I needed was Aaron Judge to hit a home run. He just hit one.
Oh, I knew he was
gonna
hit one too. I knew he was gonna hit one too.
Boy, Julius Randle
going crazy.
Hey, I full swept the Discord. Full swept.
Damn.
I've never seen Lou Dort talk to nobody.
Nah, I never do either.
I never heard his voice.
Even when in the bubble, when Harden hit that, he like
I never heard his voice before.
I've never heard his voice.
Never. He was just.
I don't recall what it sounded like either. I don't recall what it sounded. I've heard it before, but I don't recall what it sounded like.
Do he got a strong Canadian accent?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
He got a strong Canadian name. His real name.
Yeah, no,
What's
he's
Lugents.
Lugents.
I think his not like the Canadian accent, like Shane.
I'm sorry. That's the shit we just talked about, Chris. You probably behind. Why the fuck did Jay?
Yeah, ain't no probably, nigga. Yes, I'm behind. God damn.
I even said.
That's what. But me and Chris was just talking about. Just dunk the fucking basketball. You right there. Yeah, look at this shit. Dunk the fucking ball. What the fuck are you doing,
Randall
bro?
just looked at him like, nigga, are you serious?
Like, dunk the basketball. That shit pisses me off, bro.
Oh, I'm behind because I just seen him make a layup. So I guess
that's kind of like
How much time you got left in the game?
Well, I got
you think
16 seconds.
Oh yeah, you way behind.
Damn.
Jeez.
You think it rose up on?
Look, hey,
you on Stream West?
Hey, I paid $35 for this a month. So
man, I would have gave you my YouTube TV to use, bro.
I've asked for it before. You said no. You said I split it with my friends.
When did you ask?
Bro, get out my friends.
I'm for real. I don't recall.
He did
here,
say, do y'all want to split that
I'm
or like NBA?
I pay for it myself now. I'll text you, bro. Here, I'm gonna text you.
Nah, I don't know, bro. Nah, I don't want it.
The thing is, they be so police on that shit. I don't even think y'all could do it in 2 separate.
No.
I don't run it.
They got an update to where so everybody had like their own profile, and so I created my own, so he can log in with mine as long as there ain't a third person with it. If it's two people, it's fine.
Julie's friend really got 20.
He got 20? I didn't even know he had 20. God.
Who got 20? Oh, Julius? Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
But look at is that not a problem to y'all? Is that not a problem to y'all?
What you
Think
mean?
about
that
it.
He got 20?
Julius Randle got 20 points, and we're not running an offense. And we're down by 4.
Oh, yeah, no. Y'all good. But also, like, can y'all please just play some defense on him? Please?
On Julius?
Yes.
Who he hooping on? He just
I don't know, bro.
He hooping,
but I'm
gonna hot the whole playoffs.
I'm
I don't know. I'm not gonna question Mark no more, bro. Because y'all seen what I said all last round. You gotta just let Jokic get 60. You gotta just let Jokic get 60. And Mark game plan was to let Jokic get nothing.
He's like, fuck you thought this was.
Yeah, that's why I'm an NBA coach. You feel me? I'm at home at this desk.
I'm just Shea Monte on Twitter. That's all I
You got 3 bedrooms, bro. I'm not built for that. Trying to get in work and talking WNBA. Come on, Etoff.
But
Giannis on the way to OKC. You gonna wear that Thunder jersey next year or what?
No, he not, bro. We signing the Nasus right now.
I don't go nowhere without my brother. Hey, Eric, does that make you upset that he wasted a roster spot for his brother, bro? Like y'all could have had something.
But I was gonna ask before we get into the SGA Ant conversation. In a universe where, say, the T-Wolves win the finals, but Julius Randle wins finals MVP. And it's only game 1, but say he's hooping like this right now and they win this series, he's going to win the conference finals MVP as well. Now compare that to Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Whose other teammate got the awards.
Yeah.
What's the conversation with Ant? Because y'all know I'm an Ant fan too. Cam, I think you got the crown as the biggest Ant fan. I'm not finna hate on him, but it's low key pissing me off with the conversation on social media around Ant-Man. It's like I was thinking about it earlier, and let me know if y'all can see this. Obviously, he's still very much in his young career, but it's almost like Anthony Edwards is becoming the Josh Allen of basketball, where he cannot do any wrong. Like when he's great, you're gonna hear about it, and when he's bad, it's just crickets. And it's like, man, I still love him. He's still the best. And it's like, but when he's great, it's like, oh, he the best player in the league. We think like he the face of the league. And it's like
Josh Allen can throw like 2 interceptions. I don't even know.
Like there's an argument. Like I was gonna say, and this is where it segues into the SGA and conversation. Like if SGA win this, go win the finals, I feel like just for right now, given the fact Tatum is probably out next year, I know we don't have him as this, but I feel like SGA low-key stamps himself as the third best player in the league because he got the championship, he got the MVP. Like, it's only Jokic and Giannis ahead of him. So people trying to throw Ant up there, it's like, no, he can't have that spot. But if the Timberwolves win the finals, we all know everybody's going to be trying to throw Ant in that spot. And he has none of the accolades yet. And it's not like SGA is some different player than Ant. They both scores, and SGA does it more efficiently and gets more points. So what is the real conversation there?
I mean, we try to throw Luka. I mean, y'all try to throw Luka in there, and he doesn't have like
Cam. He's got 5 first-time All NBA.
No, stop
That's
it.
different.
But he has. Cam,
that's not the same. That's not the same.
That's not the same. That's not the same. That's not the same.
Hold on. First of all, Luka has been in the league longer than Ant or whatever.
Only about like 2 years, really.
And it's 23. What I think Luka's 26, about to be 27 or whatever. But what I'm saying is, y'all already throwing Luka to that. Well, y'all was throwing Luka to that third spot. He has no MVP. He has. Okay, and you say Ant is Josh Allen. I was thinking earlier, shit, Luka's kind of like a Joe Burrow. That's kind of what he is.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
The only thing I would say is he shows up in the play. I mean, I feel like Joe Burrow shows up in the playoffs, but Bryce feels
when they get there. If they get
I get the basis of your thinking for sure. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. I'm just like, Luka came into the league, bro, and he literally he was one of the top players.
So was Joe Burrow. I mean,
one of y'all asked me this over the weekend. I think I don't know who.
I think I did. I was like, "Would you get rid of Dort? Like, are you okay with that?"
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I ain't gonna cap. I wouldn't do it. Cause I said that's what I said. I was like, you know how teams got they, like, for example, Minnesota got they Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. Well, you know, we got our Shea and J-Dub. Then on the defense side of the ball, we got a Caruso and Dort. You know what I'm saying? We got a Kaysen and Dort. Like, a lot of teams don't have that, and I think our team's identity is rooted in defense. So, like, why give up those defensive pieces? Plus, I don't know what we would get back for Dort. Like, I love him. I think he's a great player. He's a great defender, but he has no accolades. You know, he has no accolades. Respectfully, I'm actually happy he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year because that salary gonna be cheaper when it's time to resign him. Respectfully.
But back to discussion. I'm ready to argue with Cam. I don't play, but I just don't like the Burrow comparison because Burrow, his problem is he doesn't have any of the accolades either, but he's also, and it's a little different in football, obviously, because it's less spots. There's only one, 2 all pros, first and second team. But Burrow also doesn't have any of those either. It's not like Luka is not getting like Luka's in the top 5 or top 3 of the MVP discussion all years, except this year really because he was so injured and he wouldn't even qualify anyway. But he literally got the most All-NBA first teams to start a career over everybody, like in NBA history. That's a little different than I feel like the comparison for Josh Allen and Ant is because Ant, he's just made it to the conference finals. Whereas just like when Josh made it to the AFC Championship the first time, next thing you know, the whole league was ready like, oh, Josh Allen is the best quarterback. And then he never got back. Ant's going to get back, so props to him for that. But if he don't win again, it'll just be like, oh, it is what it is. Like, it's not a knock on Ant, but it's like, if that happens to anybody else, like, you ready to take Luka out the top 5 because he done had a down season.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say.
I think
well, I'll just say this last part and I'll let you go. My whole thing is, it's just like, I'm not mad at you critiquing or throwing, throwing your critiques on Luka for what he hasn't done. But those critiques only come because we think of him as a top 5 player. And it's like, okay, if that's the case, if we think of Ant as a top 5 player, he also needs to be critiqued as one. That's my whole issue. He's not critiqued as a top 5 player, I feel like, right now, across all media assets. And I guess it's just like, because he relatable. He just I'm not gonna say, but what we say,
like,
he just a regular old dude that can hoop. And even, everybody relate to that and love it.
To piggyback off that, like an example of somebody, like if we were to critique Ant like he's a top 5 player, he would get the Jason Tatum treatment that I've been giving Tatum for the past 2 years, where I've been like, everybody says he's top 5, but to me, compared to the guys that are in that top 5, like Tatum is not like them. Tatum's not like Jokic. Tatum's not like Luka. Tatum's not like, was it Giannis at one point, and it was LeBron at one. Like Tatum wasn't that to me. Now it's like, well, some of these guys are phasing out, and Tatum got the chip, and he has been really efficient this past season, and he's been very consistent his whole year, so I can give him the nod. But Tatum and Ant, Tatum is better than Ant. And I'm debating putting him in the top 5. So ain't no way in hell Ant getting top 5, especially if you don't win Finals MVP.
That's fair. I think like it is fair to critique him right now. If we're gonna put him in that top 5 conversation.
And this isn't saying he will never be either, obviously. Like I think he will be.
I think it's a little different because the age part, him being like 23, he's not really. It's okay. He's kind of like the new kid on the block right now. I feel like because we kind of like just now started putting him in this conversation. Like last year, he kind of like got in this conversation.
Yeah,
it's almost unfair to put him in this conversation this early. Yeah, it's going to tarnish his legacy.
it's only been a recent memory. I feel like it's only been 2 guys that have like they're like at this age that was like kind of like doing what he was doing. That's Tatum and that's Luka, and we didn't really like. Then we wasn't really like, shitting on them like that until, they got to this, this certain age with what is like 25, 26, 27. I feel like give it like a couple more years, and then you'll see like social media kind of like,
turn on them.
Yeah. Right now, it's just like the new kid on the block. Like, hey, this is, new kid. He, like I said, he's relatable. He's 23. He's young, 23, whatever.
I'll tell you what.
He can don't win, then.
He can lose this series, and like for me personally, like I'm not gonna be like Ant don't got it yet because obviously he young. But if they get back here next year and they lose that bitch again,
I'm having some questions. Yeah,
it's gonna be a conversation. It's gonna be a conversation to be had. They moved a big piece for that.
And then,
you know what I'm saying?
And then it's gonna be really funny. I'm not saying is this because I'm not trying like obviously you can't just do the 1-to-1 football comparisons, but if that happens. Then Cam, we're gonna have to have some discussions on if Ant is Lamar of the NBA because that's not gonna be okay. I don't want that for him, but we're gonna start having combos if he can't get to that chip.
Like honestly, like him, if they got back next year, I feel like that'd be worse if they didn't get back next year. If they got back next year and didn't win this conference, like this finals. That's worse than just not getting past the second round in general. Like I'd rather you just fluke out in the second round, because you're trying to get better over time.
What if he gets to the finals this year but lose, but then next year he gets to the West Conference Finals but lose the West Conference Finals?
I mean, it's gonna be extremely tough, but it'll give him some more time to.
And it's gonna be a lot of nuance around it too, right? Like who he played, what happened, it's gonna be conversational.
Catch some flack. He gonna catch some flack for sure, but that's exactly what happened to Tatum. They went to that finals, lost, got back to the conference finals, and lost to the 8 seed Miami Heat in 7. And it was like, oh, Tatum choked, and then obviously they won the championship last year. So
redeem it. Yeah, that shit, man. That redeeming shit be scary.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want this to come up like, man, I hate Anthony Edwards. It's just like. I love the kid. I think he's great, but it's like Chris said, I think people like what we seen last year, we got excited and people let that excitement talk themselves into like, oh, let's throw Anthony Edwards into face of the league combo, top 5 combo. One day, he probably will be the face of the league because outside of basketball, he's relatable and you see him everywhere. The Adidas commercials, we all love him.
He relatable, bro?
Outside of basketball, from a marketing standpoint, not the other stuff. I've already set my precursor to
I
all
know,
that.
I know that's how you moving,
episode.
bro. That's how you moving.
Yeah, the relationship. Yeah, we not in there. We're not relatable, but he got likability because he got the commercials. He's in a movie already. I'm sure he'll be in more movies, shows, have more cameo appearances. So he's a face that people become familiar with. And it's a story you can respect because obviously he is a kid still, kind of, and he lost his mom and his grandma, so people rooting for him.
Shit crazy.
So it's like, but at the end of the day, it's like, as good as he is, we just saying, really, he got that top 5, top 3 potential, and he now scratching the surface of that potential. But now since they want to throw him in these combos, like, damn, well, if you're gonna be in these combos, the same flack that Luka, Tatum, SGA, all them got to catch. Now you got to start catching it too because you propelled yourself into this type of atmosphere, or stratosphere, however you want to say it. So it's just like, man, he gotta do it. I'm not knocking him though. I'm just saying, like, I know that if it was that he won though, and like just this one scenario where it was like Julius Randle get this conference finals MVP and the finals MVP, people cannot walk around talking about Anthony Edwards as the face of the league because, like, Jason Tatum literally led the team in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
They just gave the Jaylen Brown off narrative. And in 10 years, we already do it. But in 10 years, everybody going to look at that and be like, why the fuck did Jason Tatum not get the finals MVP? And it's going to be like, if that were to happen, it wouldn't be the same reaction. It'd be like, oh, yeah, Ant Cole, he the face of things. Like, man, credit to him.
Oh, that young boy did it, man.
He was the Robin to Julius Randle's Batman because Julius Randle been the most efficient, best player for the Timberwolves so far this whole playoff run.
And I'm sure fatigue played a part in Jason Tatum's deal too, because he's been
in this light from
in that light for long.
Literally.
Yeah. Whereas with Ant, it's just like, oh, he only been doing it for 2 years, so it's okay if he didn't quite get it this time. Like, he got plenty more time. All right. Yeah, you said that about Jason Tatum, I'm sure. And now we here. So I know I did.
But talk about, on the flip side, what a finals run can mean for SGA. I was speaking to Chris earlier before y'all both hopped on, but just a couple of stats before I get y'all's input. If SGA, it's pretty foregone conclusion from what we're hearing, he gonna win the MVP. If he wins the MVP, then goes on to win the championship, he'll become not player, but the 7th guard in NBA history to win the MVP, regular season MVP, and win the championship in the same season. And that's with the likes of MJ, Steph, I think.
Bron.
Well, no, Bron, because he's not a guard technically. He not in this. But Kobe. I think it was like, was it Kuzi? I want to say maybe
Kenny the Jet Smith.
But he entering that stratosphere, and obviously the Thunder too. Obviously, best record in the league, 68 wins. Like, they've had an elite season too, and he's the catalyst of all that. So what kind of stratosphere?
Don't forget the scoring title.
Yeah, the scoring title. So what kind of stratosphere does that put SGA into if he's able to complete that?
Man, I think he gonna have to, in my opinion, he gonna have to be in conversations for best player in the world.
Which is fair. Because, I mean, technically, we've been moving that mantle from Giannis to Jokic, and it was solely because they had the MVP and then they won. Shea do it all together, and he just took out Jokic. Because I would listen to the argument.
If we're being honest, he should have got MVP last year. You can argue with that. You can argue that.
You can argue it.
It's 3 years in a row now. He's been going crazy. So
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Jokic is the best player in the world. There is like,
for sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's any, like, now you want to say like best, like, well-rounded player in the world. Jokic is not that. I don't think, personally, right? But I watched that series go 7 games. We watched the Clippers go 7 games, and there's just it's just insane what having a player like Jokic on your team could do. He has nobody on his team for real. Yet he pulled that team to a 7-game series in 2 series in a row, bro. Like, and he not even in shape. Like, he could be more in shape. Like, he don't even really care about this shit. He just take it serious because it's his job. He not passionate about it. You feel me? Like,
about horses.
No, Jokic. I never really sat and watched Jokic like intently. I've seen all the highlights and stuff like that. But watching him intently, bro, and seeing how we was triple teaming him, trying to game plan around him, and he was still doing what he was doing is just insane. So
what the fuck was that?
I don't know if Shea be best in the world. Yeah, I'm already knowing. I don't know if Shea be best in the world with this season, but he definitely up there. You feel me? Like, he got the respect.
That's why I just said
this would be a top 5 season of all time, though.
Yeah. And I think that's why I said at least headed into next season, I'd be willing to say, oh, he's 3 set. Like, no argument about it. Even though, I like Luka. I put Luka at 4 just because SGA accolades in the winning. Because Luka had a chance to get himself a finals last year. He didn't do it. So it is what it is.
Because I would say, so the year that Steph won unanimous MVP, did he win a chip that year? You
said who?
Steph.
Yeah, that 2015 year. Yeah,
that was 2015, but he didn't get finals MVP, though.
Nah.
See, god damn, dude. See, yeah, that season right there, that would have been, that's probably a top 5 season. I don't know. Had he won Finals MVP, probably because he broke did he break the 3-point record that year too? Bro, she pissed me off. You seen she just hit my laptop. Now she want to walk in front of this shit, bro. And then you got Jordan when he won DPOI and MVP and the scoring title. I don't know what their record was, and I can't remember if they won a chip that year.
Was that the gold medal year too?
If it was, I mean, yeah, that gotta. I was just saying, it's either him or Hakeem.
And then I don't know what LeBron season T would got that you would say would be like a top season of all time. Like 2016 was a great run.
Oh no, yeah. Hakeem gets the nod. Jordan did it in 88. So he wasn't winning yet. Hakeem did it obviously the year they won the chip.
He got MVP and DPOI and he won the chip.
Yeah, and finals.
That was a great season by center.
Oh my god.
And this is completely random. I just remember being too tied up at work, so I didn't want to hop in the argument. But I remember it was probably a month or 2 ago. Y'all were talking about it in the group chat. And y'all talking about who's the top like Houston sports legend. And I think you put Hakeem at 3rd, Cam. And I was like, no way.
I said he's 1. I say he's 1.
I think I put him at 1.
I put him at 1.
Cam put Altuve and JJ.
I said that 95 season.
It's definitely Altuve, JJ 1 too. For sure.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like the impact.
Let me see.
But Hakeem did.
We wasn't alive though to see it.
No, they're not. Look, think about Cam. He was a player of the year, MVP, championship, finals MVP. That's a lot, bro.
I get all that. Back to back.
And he went back to back.
You see how poverty stricken we are now. We always choke now. I don't know what double magic they was working with in 94, 95, but they back to back.
It's just the impact Altuve and JJ has. I feel like everybody loves Altuve. Like in Houston, like you can't. It's like you can't hate Altuve.
I feel it, but it's like anywhere Hakeem go in Houston, he good. And I feel like if we was alive in 94, 95 at this age, everybody. Hakeem was the man. You couldn't say shit about him. Probably
he did play Fox with John Moss. I forgot about that,
bro. I cannot find these messages, bro. That's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like it's definitely those 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, it was 4. It it was Watt, Altuve, Hakeem, and Samoa Biles.
Yeah.
That was the fourth athlete. And I think I had Biles number 1. I had Hakeem number 2. I had Altuve number 3 and JJ number 4. Because I was going off, bro. Come on, bro. Simone Biles is literally one of the best Olympians.
Man, nobody give a fuck about that shit. God damn. Everybody give a fuck about that shit.
Crazy, bro. And she even claimed Houston. Like, that's the craziest part. She claimed A-League, bro. And he's not taking that. That's crazy. She's like top 5 Olympian of all time. Like, that's insane.
That's not even like a Houston sport though. Like, it's not even like I wouldn't even put her in there.
That's what I get that.
That's just like her. Like, that's like
not directly tied to Houston.
Now, I told him I'll give him JJ over Simone because of the impact, but Hakeem is above. Hakeem is above, bro. He's above the guys that ain't won shit. Like, it's got to at least be Hakeem.
Altuve won.
Yeah. So at that point, it got to be Hakeem, Altuve. I'll give you JJ off culture. How?
Bro, I don't think I know how big JJ
is the elephant in the room, bro. He's just a military nigga that saluted every game. That's how he did. That's how he did, bro. That John Cena ass football player, bro. That nigga ain't do shit for y'all, bro.
You finna make Cam turn down for what? Oh, I'm so weak.
Disrespecting my guy, man. What you talking about, man?
This nigga didn't put. Hold on, I got you, Cam. I got you.
Oh man, 9-9, man. What nigga talking about, man? The greatest defensive player ever played the sport of football. Yeah, man. What niggas talking about, man?
That's all he did, bro. I know JJ revitalized the like.
I was on mute for that. I can't. This man put on the jersey. I'm weak.
JJ revitalized like the what's the word? Like the charisma of the city when it came to like coming together and uniting for sports. Now I understand the impact.
He's untouched.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
He
can walk the streets of Houston.
He can walk
Drew Brees of Houston for.
And then
he can walk in Third Ward and without anything on him. He's good. He taken care of. I get it.
But winning, he's a loser. He's not.
That's all we talking about. Maybe if you want to rate him number 1 from a culture percent, I'll give you that.
But culture, I'll give you that.
If we're combining everything, he just can't be number 1. He can't be. He can't be.
Culture, I'll put Simone last for sure.
Now,
she not. You feel me?
Yeah,
we wasn't at home looking at the TV like H-Town Simone. We wasn't doing that shit.
Yeah.
We wasn't doing that.
But forgive me because maybe, I ain't really watched baseball for real until recent years. What accolades does Altuve have?
A lot.
Because I know it's a little different in baseball, but I know he got some. What are his accolades?
I'm pretty sure he got like a gold glove, like second base gold glove. He got like silver. Look it up, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
I actually want to compare.
He got an AL MVP, an ALCS MVP, 2 World Series titles, 9-time All-Star, 7 Silver Slugger awards, and 1 Gold Glove. He's also led the AL in batting average 3 times, hits 4 times, and stolen bases twice. No, that nigga like that, bro.
When he retires, he probably goes down like as the best second baseman.
That's first ballot Hall of Fame stuff. Bro, you got a Golden Glove and 7 Silver Sluggers, and you've led in hits, steals. Yeah, no, that's.
And the thing about
and he's still doing it right now. Like he's still.
Yeah. And the thing about Altuve, we didn't even like the Stros. When he came to
y'all wasn't fucking with him at first.
He wasn't like we told his ass go home. He said no. He showed back up like day 2. They said, okay, let's see what you got. He was smoking everybody. And they said, okay, look, we're gonna send you to I don't think they even sent him to like AAA or AA. I think they sent him to like single A. And he just worked his way up, bro.
He hold a whole bunch of Astros records.
Bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally
Okay,
great.
okay, so he can be number
his
one.
resume kind of
It's
sucks,
He's the best secondary.
I never bothered.
So you just put the wrong jersey on. You should have put the Altuve shit on. You went through
his resume is insane.
You couldn't do that.
Oh my god. Nah, that's kind of tough, bro. I'm crying. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, that is. That's tough.
Oh man.
Okay. I fuck with. But
yeah, he need a statue. What y'all doing, bro?
Yeah, for real.
Y'all still talking about
out of Dyken
Ryan
Park, outside of Dyken Park.
So nasty. I would never call that shit.
That shit's so nasty.
I hate how the sign is smaller.
Yeah, that shit.
It look like it don't belong.
It's so trash.
But I guess, Chris, because now we're talking about how in reverence you hold certain teams in your favorite franchise.
He the number one, bro. If he win, he number one.
Well, not even that. Does this team become your favorite over the KD, Westbrook, Harden, Thunder? Like, are they better than them?
I think.
Because I get it. They had to face the Heatles, but 68 wins, an MVP, a title, all of what?
You can't. It's not. You can't compare. That's like the old heads, bro.
Now you stuck. Now you stuck.
Because I know it's just nostalgia holding me to it. I know that's all it is. You know. And one of the group chats on, man, there's a 16-year-old. He an OKC fan. And he was just talking about how he don't know what he gonna do if SGA retires or if SGA get hurt. I'm just like, he was like, what if SGA leave? I'm just like, bro, 9 years ago, I was thinking the same thing.
It happened.
He's like, I'm Unk now. So,
and I guess for me, like as a Chiefs fan, it's a little different because we ain't reached the heights until we got them. But like, I watch Priest Holmes and Tony Gonzalez; those are my favorite players. Tony Gonzalez is a GOAT, but Travis Kelce is the GOAT. I don't care. Like it just is what it is. He ain't even done as much as Tony Gonzalez from a stat standpoint, but just the fact that he's associated winning, that's enough for me.
Winning does it, bro.
It doesn't,
bro. Winning does
as much as I love Tony G and watching him do what he did, it was like, man, we don't win though.
That's why Walt Frazier is still the greatest Knick of all time. Like he's won, bro. Like there's so many other Knicks that you probably could debate they a little better, bro. Yeah. But he the best because he's won. Or who the I guess I don't know if you say that'd be a Eric question. I don't even know if he was really alive for real back then. Is Giannis the best Buck of all time, or is it still Oscar Robertson? Oscar won. Oscar, he was getting them rebounds. How he was getting them rebounds. He was kicking them legs out.
It really depends on what age of Buck fan you ask that, because it's a 50-year-old man that will go to his grave saying Oscar Robertson is way better than Giannis. It's a dude like Mad Dog somewhere that's a Milwaukee fandom that would take that to the grave. Like, no way. He's not touching Oscar Robertson.
You don't think they'll say Kareem? You don't think Kareem there?
Nah, just because Kareem ain't do enough. True. Like Kareem folklore really, like not his folklore, but like his NBA stuff really came from the Lakers. But he won with them, but that was with Oscar. So it's all kind of tied in, I feel like. But the shit, the stuff y'all sent on TikTok though, I don't know if it was you or Chris that sent it. The stuff about Kuzzy and Russell, that shit kind of crazy. That man said Russell had 30, and I counted 40 rebounds, and they was like, Bob Cousy is the best. How's it feel to be his team? That shit would have blown me, dog. Ain't no way I'm getting 40 rebounds in the game, and you asking me how it feel to be my teammates. Hell no. Especially with the racism thrown in, given the time. Oh no, I would have crashed out. What about you, Swan? Who's your greatest Eagle of all time?
Damn, this one gets tough. Nah.
Come on, bro.
Brian Dawkins.
Is he good in the city though? He good in the city though.
He gonna be good in the city.
Before you answer, Swan, did y'all see? Y'all might not have seen the whole pod, but did y'all see the clip of Gilly on PG's podcast?
Yeah, I saw that.
Basically explaining to him like, bro, AI ain't win shit for Philly, but he's forever good in Philly just because we know he gave Maxima. Did she just call you?
Huh? Nah. I was laughing at you.
But
I wish you would, Bob.
That's crazy.
But him and Wallow was basically saying like he forever good because he gave 100% effort every time, and the city could get behind it even if they lost. It's like, man, we know you gave it everything you have. And he said Brian Dawkins is forever good. He ain't win shit, but we know he left it all out there on the field, and we can relate as just people of Philly. He's like, y'all, he was like, Maxey, George, Embiid. He threw in Kelly Oubre too. That's a kind of a polar bear. But he's like, Kelly Oubre, 76ers did not make the playoff. That shit don't even sound right, man. You know how shit don't even sound right, man. That shit get me hot, man. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing, man?
Nah, if I had to say my greatest of all time Eagle, it'd probably be Jason Kelce, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Jason Kelce.
It'd probably be Jason Kelce. Like this, just alone, like what he came in as an undersized center, and then like just to be arguably, if not one of the best centers of all time, you know, then to transition and to give Cam Jurgens that throne, and then his first year being a starter, he won a championship. Just on that impact that Kelce brought, you know, to the team and stuff. Then if you ever, I don't know if y'all ever watched it, but if you watched the documentary, the injuries that he went through and everything like that, just to play, like he arguably I think he's literally probably the best Eagle all time, in my opinion. I mean, of course, a lot of people gonna say, you know, the Harold Carmichaels or the McNabbs or Vicks and all that. Nah, I'm gonna say Jason Kelce, probably the best Eagle of all time.
Vic is crazy.
If it ain't him, if I don't say him, then I'll give it to, you know, like the Brian Dawkins or somebody like that. But I gotta give Kelce probably the best Eagle of all time. He's my goat for the Eagles. Of course, everybody say Nick Foles, but I mean, outside the championship run, I mean, I still gotta give it to Kelce, bro. Kelce had too many dominant years with Philly.
Okay, I hear you. I respect it. If Jalen Hurts win another Super Bowl or like MVP, at some point, like if he, like let's say Jalen Hurts is to win at least one MVP and at least another Super Bowl before his career is over, does that make him jump to your number one? Or what? Yeah. What does he have? Okay, is that or what would he have to do for him to get to the number one spot for you?
I mean, the MVP alone, because I mean he'd be one up. I guess get more Pro Bowls, or I mean not more all pros, because I mean because right now Kelce has the most, I think, by Eagle right now with that, and then the Pro Bowls. I think Kelce finished with like 6 or 7. So I think, of course, get more of that. The MVP would definitely, he already up there because he's literally second to MVP voting.
Yeah.
The Eagles, another championship. That's probably a hard organization to, like, not hard. It's probably an easy organization to kind of choose your GOAT because, like,
everybody was dominating their own way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all haven't had like for example, like with Bryce's Chiefs, like Pat was there for a minute and did it. Where it seems like for the Eagles, when y'all guys do win, it's not like a long time thing. It's like that group did it, not that person did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like for the Chiefs, it was Pat. For the Astros, it was Tuve. For the Cowboys, it was Aikman and Emmett. Like winners, like those guys are winners,
and that just shows right. Yeah, and I mean, I think the only time that Hurts really had to put a team on his back, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna give an example. The only time that this one like really had me like, okay, like Hurts is like the quarterback of future for the Eagles. The only time he really had to put the Eagles on his back a lot was when, of course, it's after the Super Bowl season. That not this past season, but season before that when we lost the first round to the Bucs. Before that, it was that the Buffalo Bills game. When they went to overtime, he had to carry the team on his back, literally, because yeah, everybody was dropping passes.
Josh Allen's team let him down, bro.
Yeah. No way Jalen Hurts could be good.
That's the only time I say he really had to put the team on his back for real.
So, Cam, look, I'm just throwing the question to everybody now. Cam, obviously, JJ Watt is your favorite all-time Texan. But if CJ Stroud ever hoist that Lombardi,
boy, he would get CJ face tattooed on his ass.
I'll be more than that.
Oh, what?
Boy, don't let that man win the MVP. Oof.
You gonna get his full name?
Oh, you say it don't even gotta be the Super Bowl, just the MVP.
MVP, that's all it takes.
It was easy, boy. You know he's going.
Easy like Sunday morning.
What's his full?
Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud, IB.
Get that across your back like that. Right.
Nah, I'm like, he got win the chip for sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because right now it's definitely JJ, then Andre Johnson, and then like CJ.
That's fair. Because
match up.
Actually, hold on. It goes. It goes JJ.
He was there.
Nah, it goes JJ. It goes Andre, and it goes Arian Foster. Aaron Foster is like
yeah. What about D'Amico?
Nah.
And that football I got was from D'Amico.
Yeah,
D'Amico was cool. Nice, but he wasn't.
His more of his heyday was in New Orleans, huh?
Well, not even that. He just
who else he played for?
He played for the Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh. It's not even that. They
Oh.
weren't winning still, and he wasn't like a
they was ass. I had seats like right there behind the bench. That's how ass they was. We had like 4 seats. It was so, and it was a regular season game. It ain't never happening again.
It's funny though that you bring up Sean though, because I distinctly remember what was it? I think we played y'all in 2014 or 15, and y'all beat us or something. And I just remember walking out of the stadium, and fans were literally talking about Matt Schaub is gonna take us to the Super Bowl. He's goated, and I was like,
"Who said that?"
What the fan? Just random fan. They was that hype, and I was like, Matt Schaub.
I ain't gonna lie. We had 1 year where we could have.
Yeah, the team was nice for real. It was with him, Arian Foster, and he got hurt.
Yeah. That was the only year I kind of felt confident. And motherfuckers got hurt. I ain't gonna lie, Matt Schaub. He was a gunslinger, bro.
No, I was gonna say he was okay. Like he wasn't bad. Y'all was still young. Like y'all was still a young franchise, so that's a great place to kind of be at that.
Yeah,
time.
some high passing. Like go look up like the most passing yards like in secret. Like he's up to like top. He's had like a 500. Like I think he didn't had like a 600 passing yard game, but I think it was like 500. It was I know we were between Wade Phillips, Gary Kubiak. It was really them.
Gary Kubiak.
It was cool.
That's crazy, bro. Because this is like we kids when this is happening. I'm a Cowboys fan at that time, so I'm not paying attention to the Texans, but all my family Texans fans. So like them names I remember just
Gary
growing
Kubiak.
up in the wind. Gary Kubiak. Boy.
I remember we was so ass.
And now his son.
He got it.
Yeah.
We was so ass one. It was so
it's not
ass
nepotism though. Only when LeBron does.
It's not nepotism, bro. He worked his way up, bro.
Yeah.
We
interviewed well, unlike Shadur Sanders.
1 year we were so shit. He got a heart attack on the field.
I remember that.
It was like halftime.
Wait, who?
Gary Kubiak.
Why are you giggling?
Because we was so ass, and he caught it. Like, how does he got a heart attack halftime? Going to the going to the locker room. He caught a heart attack. Oh my god!
I'm not laughing, bro. That ain't right.
Bro, you're not
seeing it, bro. Yeah, it was Lord forgive me.
God finna strike the podcast.
That was sad, bro.
Dang,
like
so
heart attack. He was like,
that was the first time that's normal. How often that happened in the NFL? You got Gary Kubiak, you got DeMar.
Not even in the NFL, but in coaching, it actually happens a lot. Oh my god! You see,
why is he laughing, bro?
Y'all don't want to see the.
DeMar didn't get a heart attack, bro.
Y'all don't want to see the.
Bro, he had cardiac arrest.
But he actually
died. Gary Kubiak ain't died. Ain't nobody died. No, you can have a heart attack without dying.
I said DeMar died. He died for like 10 seconds.
Really, 10 minutes. I didn't even mean that as Oh, that's literally what happened. Y'all some hoes. Y'all like going down.
Bro, how he still got a roster spot, bro? Like, how is he still like on somebody's
he gotta make a wish roster spot,
bro? That's all it is at this point. He actually be playing.
Okay, Kimbrich getting in the game and pulling that. I was about to say, what the fuck is he shooting that for? But he made it, so I'm gonna be quiet.
No, Kimbrich low-key a sharpshooter, bro.
He is. I remember him dotting us up at TCU when he played Kansas.
Yeah, he low-key.
Bro, his haircut's still
like this. Yeah, I don't care for that little ducktail.
I hate that.
He gotta be from Dallas.
Yo,
hey, bro.
He is.
I know. Look, that's not a Dallas haircut.
No, it is, bro. It is, bro.
That is y'all shit.
It is, bro. It is, bro.
Look, it's a Dallas haircut, but what he having is not a Dallas haircut. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. He just got a ducktail. Yeah.
Bro,
you don't got the you supposed to have a fade.
Damn, he has a booty, and then he has a ducktail under the booty. That's not normal, bro.
Just the booty is the Dallas.
Swan
bro,
said
he has
not
a
doing the
ducktail under
recipe
the
right.
booty. That's Waco, bro.
Yeah, I remember Tick Cash, whatever name was.
Bro, my sister
motherfucker was profiting off PV dance.
You said what?
My sister and Tick have best friends, bro.
I look good,
friends.
Bro, when I went to Dallas, bro, he was all at our party every time in that party.
Where he at now, bro?
He's still in Dallas. He's still
but what he doing?
Amazon.
He's still making music.
That shit ass.
I
heard a 10K record.
I went to Dallas to go see my sister for her birthday, and he was there. I was like, because everybody like, oh my God, I was like, who the hell is who? And he came up, he said, oh, so y'all, like.
So they treat him like a big celebrity out there.
Bro, everybody fangirling the whole time in the apartment. I'm like, who y'all talking? Me and my cousin like, who y'all talking about?
You know why they treat him like a
bro, my
celebrity?
sister, she like,
it's
you know
that jigaboo jargon.
Yeah, the whole time they fangirling my sister's apartment, bro, it was crazy.
But OKC kind of opening the game up a little bit here to end the third, 73-62. Chris called it though. He's like third quarter. You know what time it is. Let's see if Minnesota can cut. Yep, DiVincenzo just hit a three. As I said that. Let me be quiet.
You remember third quarter Warriors? It's kind of like
okay. Yeah.
Boy, just come out fire. Well,
come out
fire third quarter.
But you used to know. It's 30 seconds into the quarter, and Steph shoot that three and turn around, and the bitch just start taking off. He's like, fuck, here we go. Then you compile that with the next possession for you, turnover. Then Draymond got the ball, and you just see Steph take off. He running in circles, and out of nowhere, Clay down the wing, pass, three. Oh, fuck, here we go. I hated them so much, bro. Because you knew it was coming and there was nothing you could do.
Nothing you could do about it. Because they was going to hit every three. It wasn't taking no twos. They were taking threes and like hitting them motherfuckers.
That's why God had to even it out for me as a Chiefs fan when we got down double digits and Pat just hit that switch. Because if not, bro, my sports teams would have had me suicidal the way that shit was feeling them years. I just remember that's when all the Houston teams was good and everybody's like, "Oh, Houston sports, we here." And it was like, bro, we cannot get past the fucking Warriors for shit.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, man. They said, what they say? Oracle was literally the gates of hell back then.
Bro, those crowd pops used to be crazy. Also,
everybody was wearing the shirts. Wasn't no, priced out fans for real. They was in the heart of Oakland. Yeah, no, that shit hit different. Definitely hit different. Come on, SGA.
Boy, Knox Reed ain't giving nothing.
But I didn't even ask y'all since we've been watching. Me and Chris talk about it. Who y'all got in this series?
Wait, the next series?
No, who y'all got in Minnesota OKC?
Oh, I got OKC in 7. I want to say Minnesota's so bad, but
Cam, I asked, but I want you to hold off. I want you to answer when Chris gets here.
Yeah, I want to say Minnesota's so bad, bro, but realistically,
don't even hint at it. Forget I asked it for the next 5 minutes or however long until Chris come back.
So I'm gonna get my finals also.
I think it's gonna be.
Like,
Yeah,
I would tell you like who I want to see in the final.
Yeah, if you had me personally, I could see it being an OKC and Indiana finals.
Bro,
I can see OKC and Indiana.
That's the finals I'm rooting for.
That's what I mean. Fast pace.
When it was still the semis and Indiana hadn't won yet, it was like plus 750 for that matchup. I should have thrown on it or something.
I think it's gonna be OKC and Indiana series. Personally, I mean it's fast paced. You two young teams. Just OKC got the edge right now on defense and them, but I ain't gonna like Indiana when they move that ball. Hey, you better not miss.
Most efficient offense in NBA playoff history.
Hey, I'm saying OKC, y'all better get shots up. If y'all miss, hey, that fast break hitting. I don't know what Rick Carlisle got down there, bro. But hey, this probably he
I seen someone tweet. It was like, I can't wait for OKC and Indiana to match up, and it'd be the most overrated finals with the most overrated player, the most overrated finals MVP.
I don't even think this is gonna be overrated. I think it's gonna be exciting, bro. There's a lot of
not saying that, but because the Halliburton shit, and then for whatever reason,
everybody hate on Shea, yeah.
Everybody hate OKC too. Let's talk about that until Chris get back, because that's what we was talking about to start off.
Weird.
That's what I'm confused at, because it's like usually when there's a up and coming team, they don't get hated until they win, like the championship. OKC hasn't done that yet, but it's like everybody hates them. And it's like, what did they do? Like this, they got 68 wins. They play great defense. It's a whole team, and like, oh, they're corny. I don't like Shea. The whole post game stuff they do, they're corny, bro. Like, what are we talking about? You mad because they got a good bond as teammates?
It's like with like sports, social media, whatever, like
miserable, and it's
but it's also like, oh, he almost hit that. It's like whatever like someone says, and like the whole group goes with that, and you know that just takes off. Then like then like everybody just like say the same thing, and now you see it on sports shows and shit like that,
and then it just becomes a echo circle of just everybody repeating the same shit. It's like, bro, like, because I was telling we were talking about, I was like, obviously there's a whole portion of NBA media, NBA fans that love Kobe Bryant. It's like, bruh, if you watch SGA's game and you're truly a Kobe Bryant fan, you would never hate on SGA, because this is literally the modern day Kobe Bryant, and he's more efficient. Everything SGA does, you can put the side by side. It looked like Kobe. Footwork, mid-range, you name it. It's all Kobe. It's like, bro, what y'all mad for? Like, he getting some ethical buckets. I thought that's what we like to see. Like, What you mean? Like, I'm actually happy watching him get to his spot and shoot a mid-range jumper over a fucking step-back three like everybody loves to do nowadays.
It's real hoops, man.
It's real hoops, and everybody, oh, no, I hate it. What? Do y'all like anything? Like, let's just keep it. Do we like anything? Because, like, we got a Final Four of teams. Someone is about to win their first championship. It's like, ain't that what we've been asking for? Like, the end of LeBron, Steph, KD?
Yeah.
Thank you. Chris is back.
I ain't gonna lie to. I think this is why I think I told y'all this. I think this is why like the ratings been down though, because it's no dynasty. Like, it has to be a dynasty for like ratings to be fair. Like.
That's fair.
We up 10?
Yeah.
We up 10 points.
The third quarter. Like
I've been gone, bro. Maybe I should leave again.
Yeah, bro, go.
But you can't leave yet, bro. Cam, who's winning this series and why?
So yeah.
Okay.
This is who
what you saying right now.
Let me instigate here.
This is who I want to win this series. This is who I want to see in the finals.
Not who you want. Who you think?
No, this is who I want, bro.
Because it's the same thing. You don't got to lie to us. We know it's the same thing.
Bro, this is who I want.
Keep in mind, he sends me the SGA edits that I see. Keep in mind, he sends them.
This is what I want
to see, to me,
bro. So I want to see out the West. I want to see the Timberwolves. And I think the Timberwolves will win in 6. I do think they'll lose this game. I thought that since
you've been saying that since this playoff started. They always lose game 1 and win 4 straight. You've been saying it for longest.
I've been I like this morning. I was like, they'll probably lose this game because it was the same thing. Like last games I was saying, they've been playing. OKC been playing. T Will's been resting. It just happens, But yeah, I think T Will's winning 6. That's for the West. For the East, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see. I want to see the Knicks. I think that goes 7. I think the Knicks win. But what's probably going to happen is probably going to be OKC and the Pacers. That's what's probably going to happen. But what I want to see, T-Wolves, Knicks. But I also think whoever comes out the West is winning the finals. I think nobody in the East has a chance. That's me personally. I think nobody in the East has a chance.
You think they have a chance at all?
Not a chance at all. I think it'll be a good series. I think it'll be like a great series. Like, I can see it going 6 or 7, but I
feel like it just depends on the match. Like, if it's OKC, I don't think the Knicks have a chance. I don't think the Pacers will win, but I give them a chance. If it's the Timberwolves, I think both the Pacers and Knicks have a good chance at winning the finals.
That's fair.
But I'm rooting, and I think it's going to be, like I've been saying for weeks now, I think it's going to be OKC versus Indiana. I think OKC will win that, but Indiana is like not – obviously, they didn't have as great as a regular season as them, but Indiana is like the – not the villain, so to speak, but they're like the perfect villain to OKC's hero. They're the super elite offense that's pretty good at defense as of right now. And OKC is the super elite defense that's pretty good at offense. It's like clash. And I just think it would make for a really fun matchup. But
small markets, yeah.
Oh, I hate this. It's not the big markets.
Like, you're not even from New York.
Right.
You don't even live in Cali.
It's like the people who love billionaires. Like, bro, that would never be you. That's not you.
Like, bro, you live in North Carolina.
And that's the other thing too. Not to throw off this combo, but I was hearing in the SGA Ant arguments, they was like, well, if you take outside of their home team markets, Minnesota, OKC, Ant got more fans than SGA. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I'm like, why though? Like, what's not to like about SGA game for real? Because he do, as of right now, at this point in their careers, I'm not saying this is how it will end, but as of right now, does SGA not do literally everything better than Anthony Edwards?
No, he literally does. He 100% does. It's just cool, and that's okay. Like, yeah. I don't think that's crazy to say. I agree with it. Like, that's why if we lose the series,
that's why I wish low key we had a time machine, because you think, like, you hear the stories now, which is like in hindsight, but you think players and people for real, like when Michael jumped on the scene, was like, yeah, Michael's better than these dudes, and it's like, no, Michael's good, but he's not better than Magic yet. He's not better than Larry yet. You think people was like that, or they was ready to give him the crown for real?
No, they gave him the crown. No, they gave MJ. They gave MJ the crown like year 3, year 4. Go back. Go look.
I seen the players gave him the crown during that Dream Team thing.
Are you talking about just players? Or are you talking about like
yeah, players, but media?
No, the media gave him the crown like pretty early. It was like a newspaper article that came out and said he's the best player in the world is Michael Jordan.
So do you think media was just that pure back then, and we've just become so degraded as society? Because I feel like now it don't matter how likable you are, you're gonna have some hater with some big platform.
It's not even about the hater. We've read and we've seen the documentaries where they said that Jordan was the marketing push. Like they needed somebody. They needed somebody and they used him for that. So the question you asked then is, was that crowning authentic? Was it going to happen had his career stayed on the trajectory that it was? Sure, for sure. But he was given that early for a reason.
It was authentic.
It wasn't authentic, bro.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, no,
I mean, but like
all
look what
6 rings are rigged, bro.
Not like in a hating way, because the beginning of his career was he was a loser.
No,
he
for
was
sure.
He was an outright loser.
But he
so
was
you don't
good one.
That's fine. You could be a damn good loser. We just sat here and got on Paul George for the last 10 years for being a damn good loser.
No. But
at the end of the day, you're a loser.
Same, though. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Bro, it's the same, bro. If you're a loser, you're a loser.
No, because I think he got the title when the Celtics beat him 3-0, and I think they went.
He averaged like 40 points or something a game.
And one game he had like 50 or 60 something points in like a playoff game, and I think that's when it was like, okay, we have something here.
We have something here, exactly. We have something here, but he wasn't that yet. You banking on his potential. My point is like,
but they never saw somebody like that before, so that's why
and that's fine. That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was authentic.
I don't think it was authentic. I think they saw something they could market. They saw something that was going to help them get the word out about the NBA, and that's perfectly fine. I'm glad it worked out for them. Just like look at LeBron.
Coming up. Yeah.
Look at LeBron. Like they marketed LeBron wonderfully. Like David Stern. You really can't do it no better than that. I don't think there's any sports story in history that was marketed as good as LeBron's. Even Kobe's wasn't that good, bro. And Kobe kind of had the same little thing. It was like it was like the Rosa Parks thing, right? The woman that did it first, and then Rosa did it, and that really took it off. Like that's what LeBron was, that's what Jordan was, and that's fine. Like it's not, there's no knock on them. I'm glad they lived up to it, but that don't mean it was authentic.
Everybody wants to be that dude, man.
That's cool. Everybody could want to be.
And then he also had the hype coming from like college, also.
Yeah. No, he hooped out.
Like that whole game winner and shit. Like that's
like a lot of times
made his name.
Now, obviously, you can't build that. Like you got the hype for kids coming out of college, but it's not the same because like he stayed at Carolina for 3 years, I think. Now it's like the one and done's. Like you can only love them so much. You really only get that year.
You gotta start early. Gotta start early. Like you gotta think. Like if you're the NBA and you want to do that again, you gotta find your guy. Like I feel like
come on, Chet.
The NBA kind of
that's what a big man dunk the basketball.
The NBA kind of dropped the ball with this AJ kid. I don't know what he's gonna turn out to be, but the way it's looking, that's probably the next one they should have did. Cooper Flag when he was in Maine in high school. When Brian Scalabrine was the one coaching them and stuff, the NBA should have probably did it right then and there. Like the NBA is missing that. Like they need David Stern back. Adam Silver, that's clearly not his priority right now.
Go grab him out the grave.
Yeah, I mean, because if you really look at the NBA field right now, like there's no hype for the young guys coming in for real. Like Coop and Victor was kind of like. But we didn't watch them become that. It was just like, oh, look at this tall guy. He's next up. But there's no marketing around that.
God damn, Julius. Bro, relax.
They call LeBron the chosen one before he even got in a jersey. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, the NBA knows how to market when they're ready to market, bro.
And also, I feel like it has to be like, they also got to be getting like hate at a young age, also, because LeBron was getting hate. Like they named him the chosen one, and he was like, people hated that. Come on, bro. People did not like that.
Jordan he just left. Michael Jordan just left. Kobe doing what he doing. Like, what are we talking about?
the chosen.
He's the chosen one.
Nah, bro, come on, bro. Crazy
like,
that is, bro.
Yeah, no, I'll be pissed off.
He actually lived up to it.
Now you really gotta hate. You gotta triple down because you triple down every single time he did something great.
Yeah, that's when you become Skip Bayless, where you never accept it.
He got that shit tatted on him also. Big ass tatted on his back paw.
And now his logo is a crown because he the king. Like,
hey,
what is this Disney movie, bro? What is this Disney movie, bro?
Hey, bro. Side note, Chet doing his thing right now. He really carrying in this fourth quarter.
This game is over.
That was it?
Yeah.
That was your side note? I thought you had more.
No, I was just saying. I was just making a comment.
I thought you was gonna keep going. I was like, I'm listening.
Yeah. Oh, SGA just got the N1. Oh yeah, there we go.
Keep in mind, we haven't ran an offense all game.
Yeah, Cam.
Just setting screens, bro. Just setting screens, Brody. No game plan.
I think
this one
might be. This one might be OKC in 5, buddy.
I think 5.
Yeah. I said 5 earlier.
I said 6, but
one day of rest, no game plan, no film study, ISO ball for the whole first half. I think we've attempted maybe 10 threes.
Here's what I think these conference finals comes down to. And obviously we haven't seen the Knicks and Pacers play yet. But I really believe props to the Knicks and the Timberwolves because you still got to obviously perform. You got to win. But OKC and Indiana, in my eyes, this is just my opinion, are just two way better teams than them.
Team, and that's
top to bottom.
They're just the better teams. Yes, I agree.
Minnesota, they got to play. They got to play small ball Lakers, who for whatever reason, like I would at least try Jackson Hayes, but that's neither here nor there. JJ didn't want to do it. They didn't have to play a big, and Braun was old. It was showing. Austin Reeves turned into D-Lo, and Luka was out of shape, and it showed. Props to Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. They got the job done. They whooped their ass. Cool.
Yeah.
New York Knicks, man. What?
They barely scraped out against Detroit.
But props to them. They had to do it, but they were playing a team that literally went from 14 wins to 40 wins, who never been there before. They won it, though, so props to them.
They didn't have a good game until that third game in the second round.
Both of them get to the second round. For Minnesota, it's Steph went out. I'm not saying the Warriors would have won for sure, but Steph went out. And in Minnesota, they won, but they did not look good at all besides Julius Randle. And then New York, we came into that series saying, oh, we know Boston's going to have that one terrible game. No, Boston was terrible the whole series shooting, which we had never seen before. And then Tatum gets injured on top of that.
New York wasn't good either. New York wasn't good until game 3, bro. Them first 2 games, they was down by 20. And Jalen Brunson. Not New York, Jalen Brunson.
And it's not like we haven't seen some years now where we run into some fool's gold conference finals appearances where it's like, you really shouldn't have been there, but the dice rolled the right way for you and you took advantage of it. Props to you, but you're not as good as where you going to finish at the end of the season. And OKC, obviously, the number 1 team all year, boasts the number 1 defense. They have size that can compete with Minnesota, which they have not faced all year. And as for New York, like we said, we didn't think Boston was going to shoot bad all series. They about to play Indiana, who's, as of right now, say what you want, is boasting the literal best offense in NBA playoff history through 2 rounds. I'm not saying they're going to hold that standard, but I don't think they're finna drop off the face of the earth. Like you seen what happened to Boston. I just think they the 2 better teams. I can see. I give New York a better chance of winning than Minnesota. I just don't think Minnesota can win the series if OKC stays healthy. I just don't see it. They don't have enough.
You can say but you can say all those things about all the teams except for OKC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I give New York a chance for real.
And then it's context for everybody, like for all the teams or whatever. But I mean, the Lakers T-Wolves, me and you we had the Lakers winning.
We did.
They came out and they smacked them. Except for Chris. Chris had T-Wolves, I believe. Swan,
credit to T-Wolves for that. Credit to the T-Wolves.
Did you have T-Wolves over Lakers, or you had Lakers over T-Wolves?
I had T-Wolves. Remember, I was mad about the whole look, so I was hating.
So we was wrong. We was wrong about that. And then the Warriors.
I have to check that, but okay.
Wait. No. You're right. No, I did have Lakers. No, I had think about it. I had Lakers, but I said, I said I had Lakers, but I was mad about Luka. I said I'm not giving Lucas props. I was still mad, but I said I have Lakers. So I'll take that L. I said Lakers on that one.
Okay, so
yeah,
they came out.
Round said Wolves. Second round did say Wolves.
I had the Lakers winning on my bracket on my social media on my Twitter.
But on here you said T-Wolves.
Yeah, I wanted to argue with you, but I didn't want to be wrong.
All right, so they came out and they handled business, and then the Warriors game. Yeah, okay, I understand Steph got hurt or whatever, but we don't know how that series would have turned out or whatever. But I mean, they still came out and they handled business. You know, they did what they had to do.
Yep.
They handled business. So I mean, like, I feel like you can't just say like they don't have like they're a good team, bro. Like they are a really good team. Now the Knicks, okay, you can say that about the Knicks. I think you kind of said they would have struggled versus the Pistons. I guess you can kind of say they kind of struggled a little bit, but they still won a series in 6. Now the Boston series, we had everybody on this podcast had Boston coming out and
I give them their props.
Yeah,
they did it. They did it.
Yeah.
So we can't. So also we can't just like say like they not gonna just like. I know you said.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not gonna do nothing, but the context is though it took them coming back from 20 plus twice in 15.
That's fine. But that's fine. They still got the job done.
They got the job done.
We have to applaud them for that. We can't just say
we're not applauding them. We're just saying that they got outplayed for the majority of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We can say that.
And that's okay.
No, that's okay. Then it's also context with all the Pacers wins. Round 1 they played Milwaukee. They played Milwaukee. Had guys that was hurt. Well, round 2 they played they played the Cavs. Had guys that was hurt. From this season and last season, they've been playing guys they've been playing teams that just been hurt.
Yeah, but you know what though, Cam, and somebody made a good point on the radio today is that every team in the conference finals has played a hurt team. Like they've all benefited from their opponent being hurt. This is the first round we've had in all the playoffs this season where every team is healthy. So and when you put it that way, in my eyes, the best teams just win at that point. If both teams healthy, the best teams win.
This back-to-back seasons though.
Huh?
This back-to-back seasons though for the Pacers.
Oh yeah, no.
Last
year I thought
back-to-back seasons.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Last year I thought it was a fluke. This year I feel like it gave them their respect. They solidified.
But okay, we'll see though, because last year they played the Knicks, and I believe Josh Hart got hurt, and I believe Brunson got out.
They got hurt the last game of the series.
Randall.
So I don't know. We gotta see, man. I don't know.
I'll say this though. Cam, if OKC we swept the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah.
We had to take Denver to 7. We won against Denver in 7. Had we won against Denver in 5, how confident would you be about us losing? Like, how confident would you be about the Timbs winning this series?
Not very confident.
Okay, so that same argument is what has to be used against the Timbs, in the fact that they have not gotten battle tested this whole playoffs. They're the only team in the conference finals on both sides that have not gone against any adversity in the prior 2 rounds. They not battle test. This is not the same team from last year with the Timbs. This is a whole different team. This is a whole different scheme. That argument alone tells me they're not going to win this series.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. Like Julius Randle is hooping. He's been playing the best basketball of his life. I'll give it to him.
On Julius Randle, bet that shit.
Yeah, I don't think the Timberwolves can win if Julius Randle is the best player. It's got to be Ant.
It's got to be Ant. And he's never been the best player against us. He has his work. I think there's only 5 other teams where he's played worse. There's 5 other teams where he's played worse. He doesn't shoot well against us. His points per game suck against us. That game when they came back, he had to sit on the bench for the last 10 minutes because he was a cancer to the team on the court. He's not good against us.
He gotta play make more. He got. I feel like that's where rather than like try to go out and
But I would prefer that. I would prefer you try and force your playmaking because you're not a good playmaker, and we play the passing lane so well. Like we want him to make those. We want him to be the person in charge of those decisions because he's not good at it. He's admitted that this year was the first time he's had to adjust to a defense planning around him. He has to pass the ball out. He's still making those. He's still trying to learn how to make those reads. Just like Shea. That's why I say Shea's not a good passer because he's still learning how to make those reads.
That's fair. I still think he does has to play. Like he has to get others involved so he can get that he can get
I agree.
It's just pressure off him so he can go out and get easy looks. Right now, he's not getting easy looks.
Yeah,
he's trying to go out there and get 30. But if he play makes and these guys are hitting their shots, then now you have to go out there. You have to go guard Jaden McNeil. Now you have to go guard Dante. Now you have to go. Nas have 0 points right now.
Yeah, and to me, that's why Denver was our hardest. Like that was gonna be our hardest opponent. Whoever we play next, whether we're playing Tim's now, whoever we play in the finals, none of those teams are going to be a harder matchup, a harder game, a harder team to play than the Nuggets were. Because to your point, Jokic, his ability to play make is what opened up his game and what kept them still in that series. That first series against Memphis, Jaw's not a good playmaker, bro. He's not a good playmaker. Jaren Jackson's not a good playmaker. Like Jaw's not the playmaker he used to be.
I'm sorry, I'm just hopping back in. What's the argument? Why we're talking about Jokic?
What if y'all go up against the Pacers though? Because I feel like
and me and Bryce talked about this earlier, where like that's the one team, and Bryce made a great example where it's like they're the one team with a really great offense and a defense that's pretty good, and we're a really great defense and an offense that's pretty good. Like that is the finals that everybody wants to see. They just don't know it yet. They don't know, because I swear if we get the Knicks, we're killing them. We're killing the Knicks in like 6, bro. And I'm being generous because I want to say 5, but we're killing them in 6. If we get the Pacers, I actually do have a little like.
You have a healthy fear.
I have a healthy fear because I do respect them, and I respect the Pacers because in the East, they are the only team aside from Boston. When Boston was there, they're the only team that actually believes they are the best team in the league. There's nobody else in the East aside from Boston that genuinely has the thought like, we're the best team in the league, bro. Like we can beat anybody, and they believe that shit. Like that's a little scary, bro. When you got confidence like that, that's a little scary.
And I think I forget who was I talking to. Might have been someone from work, or was it one of y'all? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was basically just saying like, when it comes down to it. Oh, I was talking to my boss. We were talking yesterday morning. When it comes down to it, I'm not saying knocking any other coach, but Rick Carlisle is probably the best coach out of all the coaches left.
Yep, 100%. Yes, I agree.
And we've seen him win a championship with a team that probably had no business winning the championship. Shout out to 2011 Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying obviously the Pacers are them, but just gives it more credence to believe in the Pacers. But like I said, this is just my opinion. I just think OKC just really outmatches Minnesota, especially with the way Anthony Edwards is playing right now and how he's looked this whole playoffs. He's had his moments where he looks like Ant, but he's had a lot of bad moments as well. Like right now, what is Ant? He's got 18 on 5 for 13 from the floor. Like that's not gonna cut it.
It's not gonna cut it.
And Julius Randle, credit to him, got 28.
Honestly, all the top 5 guys have not been looking good, except for like Giannis. All of them hasn't really been looking good.
You ain't looked at Shea stats, have you?
I mean, but Shea has some stinkers.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, who doesn't?
But like, his averages are the same as what he did in the season.
His averages are.
I guess. But it's not.
Now, I'm not gonna say he a riser though, because like I said before, he hasn't been playing like he's the best player though, like best player in the world. Like we have not seen a top 5 player. That's fair. We have not seen a top 5. You can't name one guy that you've seen this playoffs that's been a top 5 player. He said, "Oh, he's the best player in the world."
That's a fair argument.
I don't think anybody on any team has played.
All the top 5 players been playing has been playing.
No, that's a fair argument.
Yeah, but
Shea can play like that, and OKC is good enough to still win. Minnesota is not. I feel like they're still good, but not that good. If Ant isn't gonna be or play like a top 5 player, like they need that to make a finals and win a final.
Ant either gotta have 30 points or 10 assists. Like it cannot be.
It can't be neither.
Yeah, it can't be neither.
And he got 3 assists today. Like
and doing that, getting 30 points or getting 10 assists for that team only gives them the chance to win.
Damn,
it doesn't
white
guarantee
crime.
them winning.
They'll just block the shit out,
bro. Oh my gosh, Shay.
But that's part of my conversation too with the whole just like narrative around Ant. It's like I'm not mad at people for talking about him the way they do, but that's why I hold off on it because I'm like, I don't see him winning like this right now, and I don't like. That's why I don't even want to throw him into these conversations yet. Because y'all know, for me, a couple years ago, it was like when everybody was bashing Tatum, like, bro, Tatum is 25, like just give him time. And it's 23, like really, give him time.
We're gonna give him the same treatment.
Give him time, but the way it's going, y'all gonna make me give him the same treatment, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
but this OKC team from top to bottom, it's just they've been the best team. And another thing I told Chris before y'all hopped on, I was like, the best thing that could have happened to them was actually going 7 with Denver.
Absolutely.
Because for the first time in the playoffs, they was truly tested and had to overcome it, and they did. They weren't able to overcome Dallas last year when they were tested. They didn't have no test versus Memphis in the first round this year. Denver pushed them to the limit, and you played the best player in the world in Jokic, and you got over that.
You blew them out like that.
So now facing Minnesota, yeah, Ant is good. Julius Randle hooping good, but we done seen we done went toe to toe with Jokic.
Like I told Cam, when you love that Denver team, there's no team we're gonna play from now on that's gonna be better than that team.
Yeah, no,
we've got the hardest team out of the way. I mean, and that's showing. Like I'll repeat it till the game's over.
Yeah.
1 day break, no film session, no motion, no plays running, just ISO the whole game. Like, what are we doing?
And almost in a sense, if you just want to like make it a statement, OKC, given just their age and being so young, they needed to slay some type of Goliath to get their confidence go get the championship. Yep. Whether that would have been Jokic, a Luka, a LeBron, something. They hadn't done any of that. And they got their Goliath and they slayed them. And now it's like, oh, not saying it's cupcake from here on out, but it's damn near a cupcake, I feel like, for them. Like, they really just that elite.
I'm really happy Indiana's Goliath was Cleveland. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. Wait, was it Cleveland? Oh, it was Cleveland. Yeah, I'm glad it was Cleveland because I don't think that was a real Goliath for real. Yeah. I think if their Goliath was Boston, then I'd be like, okay, wait a minute.
And that's where like on the flip side in the East, that's where I'm like, I give Knicks more chance than I would give the Timberwolves in the West. Because while I believe in Indiana, they're still part of that they have to prove to me still. Like we said last year and this year, I've obviously hopped on their bandwagon, but they still got some stuff to prove to me as well. I think they'll do it, but yeah, they still got to go actually do it. So it is what it is. But yeah, this one is a wrap. 86-105. Anthony Edwards, 0 points in the fourth. That can't happen. That cannot happen. But I think he'll bounce back, but we'll see. It's just going to be a tough series for him. And like I said, too, I don't know if y'all peeped, McDaniels fouled out with 7 points. And like I said, after the Lakers series, he is not going to continue to play like he did versus the Lakers. And the the Golden State series, he wasn't that good. And in this series, he's finna be in hell. That's what I'm saying. I think he played 24 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. 24 minutes. You didn't even see him because he didn't make a dent for real.
We got the bench in?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 minutes left. Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's wraps.
I was like, why is AJ Mitchell in?
It's wraps. OKC -7 it is.
Jesus Christ.
They got Rob Dillingham in the game.
Bro, I forgot Bones is on the Timberwolves, bro. Bones Highland.
I don't even think has Rob Dillingham seen the floor all playoffs?
Not like that.
I don't think so. Maybe like a game.
Yeah.
Him or T. Shannon. T. Shannon saw the floor more than him.
Well, yeah, I seen T. Shannon get. I just dead ass have not seen Rob get in the game. I haven't watched every Minnesota game, so
they've been using Nickeil Alexander-Walker as their other point guard sometimes.
But okay, so before we get off, Cam, you got them in 6, so they're losing game 1. What is the game by game? How do they win in 6? Because that means they got to win 4 out of the next 5. So
I think they win game 2. I think they come out game 3 and win. I think OKC wins Was that game 4? And then I think they win next 2.
So you got them winning 2 in OKC?
Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm gonna clip. What's this? 2 hours 25 minutes. We're gonna come back to this.
That,
one of y'all gonna be right. Chris laughing? Are you saying it?
Come on, bro.
They gotta win 1. So.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think they win game 2?
I've heard
me personally, I don't give a fuck about game 1. So this is like
I've heard people give the Timbs if they were to win game 7. I've heard that.
Well, it's
I
not even that.
I guess I can kind of see that. Like if we tired or Nas Reed, drop 18 points in a game where Ant got 27, some shit like that.
It's gonna be some.
I guess. Yeah, no, Nas Reed gonna have him a game, bro.
I get that, but I was thinking you was finna say they win game 2, sweep home court, lose game 5 back at OKC, and then win game 6, going away.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense to me. But if they got them 2 at OKC, okay, that means this the last game Oklahoma City winning at home, and they the best home team in the league.
That's why I laughed, bro, because it don't make sense.
We'll see.
It don't make sense.
It's just prediction.
Like the likelihood of us taking 2 on the road is way higher than them.
It's a prediction, bro. God damn.
Yeah, but you don't believe it though. Shit. You don't believe it though.
It's a prediction. It's a prediction. Like it don't matter if I believe it or not. It's a prediction.
Nah, it do matter, bro. Why are you embarrassing yourself like that?
Okay. Hope y'all win, bro.
Nah, now you saying it. First it was Bryce, now it's you. Jesus Christ.
No,
but I was truly saying it from a place of love because I always had y'all. Cam, he using this to fuel him. It's finna get nasty if Timberwolves win and Ant play good. He finna start trading SGA like Luka.
You gotta think about it. Like
I love Shane, I love Ant.
If you the Timbs and y'all like at home or whatever. And it's last Friday, like right? It's last Friday, and you the coaching staff. Who are you preparing to play? Like, if you have to just like, hey, let's lean into something. Let's figure out a game plan so we can have some time ahead.
You preparing to play OKC and praying that you play Denver.
Denver, okay. With that being said, it is Tuesday. Minnesota has had their game plan formulated for 3 days. I'm gonna give them 2 days to figure it out. I'm gonna give them 3 days to run through everything. This was the plan. The plan was what happened tonight.
Yeah,
we had no plan. We had no plan. So now we finna actually have a real plan. We had an idea. Now we finna formulate an actual plan. I don't know what Minnesota's counter could be. They've only won so many ways this season, right? We've seen them lost a lot in the beginning of the season, and they started winning recently. So what they've done in the past 3 months, whatever they've done, it's been a couple different things. That's the answer. You don't really have to study any film from before that. The answer is in the last 3 months. If their counter is in that film, they're not winning another game. They better come up with something brand fucking new because it ain't going to work. We had no plan.
And for what it's worth, this ain't relation to that, but SGA, it wasn't the most efficient. I'll say that, but he with another 30-point game.
I think he had 30.
He 31.
Bro, he was 2 for 13 at half, bro. Well, how many shots he put up, bro?
He put up 27 and he made 10.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But hey, he got 31.
That's horrible, bro. He's just Westbrook without the assist.
But he had 9 assists tonight.
Damn. So everybody was eating. Shut up, Cam.
Told you, wait.
You need to pick a side.
But hey, man, it is what it is. Happy we in the conference finals. Happy we got 4 new teams for real.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Oh. You thought I was saying we as in OKC or something? No, bro. You gotta let me off. I just talk about it as NBA fan, but no, bro. I'm gonna be at the parade with you, bro.
That's crazy.
But no, before we go, I think Cam already said his. What y'all got, Chris and Swan? What y'all got between Knicks and Pacers? Who wins in how many games?
Yeah, Pacers in Knicks series.
Yeah,
Pacers in 6.
Pacers in 7 because Tyrese liked playing in Madison Square Garden. I think he built for the moment in Madison Square Garden on the Game 7.
That's fair.
I would love to see.
I would love that for story and just as a fan, but I got Pacers in 6 too, and I'm gonna go.
Damn, Pacers in 6, Pacers in 6, Pacers in 7. What Cam had?
He got Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7.
Knicks in
yeah.
7.
I'm gonna go OKC in 5, Pacers in 6.
God damn.
I got OKC 6, Pacers 6. That's how I'm gonna stick to it.
Damn, so Cam, you the all went out on both sides. Why do you do this to yourself, bro? You do this in every sport, bro. Why do you do this?
Because I'm different.
Yeah, I'm just different, bro. I'm just different. And then, okay, we'll obviously revisit this when the finals actually does happen. But if you had to call it today, finals prediction with y'all's matchup, I'm gonna go OKC in 6 versus the Pacers. But I would not be mad at a Game 7, and I wouldn't be upset if the Pacers ended up winning that hole.
Oh, you fucking.
I know you hate it, but that's the story I could see, like the little slim chance of the Pacers winning. But I think OKC's winning this all. You know, I said it from the jump. You know, I've been team OKC from day one, from the first pod this season.
Yeah, I don't know. That series actually may go 7 if it is.
I know we're talking about the finals prediction, but the Timberwolves did not have a single fast break point, not one.
That's crazy.
Not one.
That's why.
That's
a crazy stat.
They had a season level points in the paint, and a single game was 26. They finished with 20 in the paint.
Not one fast break point.
Not one fast break point. Not one.
Insane. I never heard something like that.
Not one. Bro.
I don't think I've ever heard of that before,
bro. And they only had 20 points in the paint. Yeah. Their season level before they was 26. They had 20 tonight.
And I'm not gonna lie too. I don't think they'll get it every game because we haven't seen it. But J-Dub got 19, Chet got 15. If they're gonna average that, OKC is fine. That's all they need from them because the rest of the team gonna do what they do and Shea get his 30. That's all you need.
Teams that win game 1 are 16-1.
And J-Dub was 7 for 18. That was nasty himself. Shit, 5 of those probably missed layups.
Yeah, and once Mark figures out that he needs to get Isaiah Hartenstein big ass out of the paint so J-Dub can actually attack it, J-Dub's gonna shoot better.
No fast break points, like none. That I never heard it. Well,
So who you got?
Charlie Cam.
Knicks and T-Wolves in how many games?
Bro, imagine that shit goes 7 in fucking Emmett, bro, in the fucking Mecca. Oh my god, dude, what? And then the storyline behind that shit, you got the fucking trade. Then you got fucking Dante talking shit to Brunson's pops.
You know, Ant and Cat texting about it like, "Hey, bro, one more. We're gonna see each other at the top. One more. Like,
I'm gonna see you there, Ant."
I'm
bro,
sorry.
that shit was insane.
and when they win, and he tells the story, he could be like, "Man, we got traded, and we just won, and just after all that, I'm just so proud."
All that.
After all that, to be an NBA champion, like this is what movies are made of.
Hey, Kat, are you proud of everything you did? Oh, for sure.
Nah, I think that'd be.
But I love my brother Ant. I love him. We went to war together. But
bro, that highlight tape of that song where it's like, "I'm the type of girl you want to chew up on my bubble gum." They be killing him, bro. Oh and he know it too.
They got Mike Malone as a fucking sideline.
Yeah,
reporter.
yeah. Well, no, they had him on the panel before the game started too.
I didn't even peep.
Hey, I respect it, bro. He need a check.
Damn,
I didn't think
he was doing all that.
The sideline reporting is a bit much, though.
You think he happy Denver lost?
He was doing all that wolfing with LeBron, 2-3 years ago. What he told campaign?
Yeah.
What Bronson campaign? Be careful. You can be out the league in 2 or 3 years now. You be out the league 2 or 3 years now.
Oh man.
Now, so they had Mike on the panel before the game, but having this man on the sideline is like crazy. That looks bad. That looks bad.
It look like it make it. I know he not, but it make it seem like he's struggling for work.
Yeah, like he need a job.
Here, nigga, damn. Stop asking, nigga, begging and shit.
Dang, that's sad, bro. You could tell he taking it serious. Like this is job. He not trying to get fired, bro. Oh god.
Oh god.
Dang, that's sad.
Oh man, this is a great episode.
Minnesota 0 for 8 when they lose game 1.
Yeah.
GG's. GG's, bro.
GG's. Teams that win game 1 are 16-1 all time.
Cam, like I can't wait to push my agenda when they come back.
26 points, bro.
No points in the paint, bro. None.
Let me chill.
No fast break points, 20 points in the paint. Yeah, bro.
They gonna fix that. I don't know what they do. I think they should run Nas Reed more. I think they should run 5 out and they should run.
I think they was trying to more.
Well, the crazy thing is, I thought it was beneficial for them when Rudy got 2 fouls in the first couple minutes.
He shot 1 for 11 today.
Yeah, Nas Reed.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I think they should be attacking us, and I think what they should do is they should run 5 out with Nas Reed because we're not gonna put Isaiah Hartenstein out there. At the most, we'll put Alex Caruso, but other than that, it's gonna be Chet guarding Nas on the perimeter, and.
They was trying to do that, bro. Like I guess in a little bit, and they ended up putting Caruso. So he was.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It'd be Caruso
locking down.
Yeah. If he can stop Jokic, he's stopping Nas Reed, bro.
Yeah, he stopped Nas. Like,
I'm just trying to help them beat us, bro. I don't know what y'all want me to do.
Thunder 6-1 at home this postseason.
Fam, y'all
have prediction they're going to finish 6-3.
I have.
Oh, that's crazy,
bro. I have like 3 or 4 guards in y'all defense. Hey, man. Like I feel
barring no injuries, it's a wraps.
Fam,
injuries happen, you never know.
Wiggins, Wallace, Caruso. Y'all have like them 3 right there alone defensively, just switching them around.
And I wouldn't even say Shea wasn't even locked up. He was just missing his shots. Which I don't know. I guess you can call that being locked up. I like to give people credit. Like if you're affecting the shot, you're in the space. Like that could be a reason why you miss.
I can call it a night though. Right?
Sandra got to get her wisdom teeth removed tomorrow.
Oh.
No.
Well, we appreciate y'all if y'all listen all the way through. Game 1 goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Me, Chris Swan, we got OKC. Cam is the lone wolf, literally and figuratively, rocking with the T-Wolves in 6. But we appreciate y'all if y'all listen all the way through. Tomorrow got game 1 of New York, Indiana. Who wins that one before we get off?
It's in New York?
Yup.
Give me Indiana. Give me Indiana.
Who you got, Cam?
I got Indiana.
I think Indiana wins too.
Damn.
No, I think that's
not trying to take my team. I actually think New York wins tomorrow and Jalen Brunson hits like a dagger.
Nah. I think New York's gonna wake up. I think New York's gonna get woken up and be like, oh shit. Okay, let's go.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but I think they take game 1 and then Indiana come back and take the next 2 and like really get shit turned. But hey, I think Indiana 4.5 point dogs for tomorrow. So that's the line.
That's tight.
Yeah. OKC was 7 today, and you see
that's disrespectful. 7 is disrespectful in the conference playoffs, bro. It's very disrespectful, bro.
Hey, it is what it is. But again, we appreciate y'all if y'all listen all the way through. I Need a Sports Pod. Y'all see the banner. Go follow, go subscribe to us on YouTube. Keep up with us. It's your boy Bryce, Chris, Cam, Swan, signing off. Until next week, we'll see y'all again for another episode. Peace. And I need it.